Mm, 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 mm. Xbox Cloud Gaming SOARS 45%, huh? And Nintendo buys new studio? Huh. Interesting. Let's talk about it.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's trading people, orders in. All recent gaming, go, rates and pay top bean. Good morning, Dom and Louie. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. When did it start again? Did it start again? Oh, sorry, guys. Ah, okay. I'm live, right? I'm live, right? Okay, I'm live. Oh, here I am. Well, good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wish you a beautiful and awesome Thursday. And by the way, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a lot of turkey. Hope you guys have a lot of gravy. Hope you guys have that gravy. Me, man. Ugh. Man, I'm telling you, I'm already, you know, yeah. I need some gravy in my life, man. Some good gravy, man. I seriously do, man. Because here they try to do the gravy, but the gravy's not like, yeah, it's okay. But I like good old gravy. Yeah, just to put on those mashed potatoes and that turkey. I'm hungry already, man. I'm already like my mouth is like feeling that gravy in my mouth is yes. Chat, how are you guys doing today, man? What's cooking? What's going on? Game on Jesse says today I shall gain 8 pounds. Damn. You're gonna eat a lot? Well, don't be eating nothing for like in the morning or anything. At least eat a cracker though. You gotta get something in your tummy, but get ready for that big food. I mean, what time do you guys usually eat Thanksgiving? Is it in the afternoon? Is it at night? Because here, here they like to follow up the tradition too. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm going to a Thanksgiving dinner, but it's at night. So I don't know if you guys like eat early in the afternoon. I don't know. I don't know how you guys do with it. I mean, I seriously don't know. El Nini says, Louis, I'm thankful for my PS5 Pro, my PS5 Pro enhancing gaming and marketing journey. Really? Out of all things, you want to be thankful for that? Huh. You know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful this year that, my chat has been growing up, all the time. I'm getting a lot of people in the show, getting new faces in here, having good conversation. I'm thankful for you guys joining the show every single morning, when I do a show, because it all depends, like if I don't get busy or not. I'm always happy to see you guys on here, hanging out with me in the mornings, just chilling, just having a blast with me. It's been awesome. I'm not kidding. It's been awesome. That's something I'm really thankful for because there's love here and it's really good. I'm thankful for also like playing games with some of these guys on here. We have had a blast playing games. Like the other day, me and Big B Money, even though he didn't help out as much, he in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 though. But he actually did play, and we had a blast. It was a good match. We had some fun. And that's something that for me I'm really thankful for. And every time I go online, I usually get a lot of invites, and stuff like that. I'm just amazed by that. And that's something I'm really thankful for, that every time I go on, I see you guys here. I see you guys healthy. I see you guys fine. I see you guys hanging out with me. That's something that I'm truly thankful for all the time. That's something that's really amazing. But for video games, though, like, you want me to say I'm thankful for something video games? I'll be honest with you. I'm just happy I'm saving money when it comes to this hobby. That's something I'm really thankful for. I'm thankful for Game Pass, because I'm saving money. And again, if you want to be thankful for a PS5 Pro, for a PS5, okay, I mean, that's on you, but damn, you're spending a lot of money over there, bro. I mean, I'd rather save money than spend. That's how it is. Take a little sip of my coffee. So let's see now. Pang, good morning to you, sir. 9113 says, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. To you too, sir. Hope you're having, like I said, an awesome Thanksgiving. Game on Jesse says, Louis, glad you're doing the show today. The other guys tapped out. Laugh a lot, can't hang with us on the holidays. Well, here's the thing, though, right? I mean, it all depends on what they have to do. Because, look, holidays is a tough time to do shows, especially Thanksgiving, especially, with everything going on, because, people are usually busy. Especially you guys. I mean, we got to be truthful. We have Black Friday. And, a lot of people are trying to get to the store, buying some stuff, trying to get around things. So it's a tough time, for people to do a show, sit in front of a camera, do something like an hour or two. It's a tough thing. But at the end of the day, though, they have to spend time with the family. Family rolls in. You got friends. You got stuff going to come by the house. They got to hang out with them, It's life. It's something that happens, Me, like I said, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but, we're going to Thanksgiving dinner, but it's at night, though. It's just to get the family together and just eat something at the end of the day. That's how we do it here. Hey, Yobi, good morning. Peace and love. How you doing, brother? Good morning to you, sir. Man, hope you're having a beautiful Thanksgiving today, too. K, like always, thank you for that thumbnail. It's amazing. I just love, you know what I do, chat? I sit there and I try to FARQ you. Sometimes really late at night. I know it's really late for FARQ, but I type for FARQ. I said, FARQ, I got an idea for a thumbnail. And FARQ just sits there, ponders it, and just boom, just delivers. And it's always amazing. Lethal combination, yes, sir. mm. B Money be in last place in COD and Battlefield 6 talking about good job, we Army Xbox. Man, we can't listen. We cannot count on B Money. Cause he got a girlfriend. That's why. He got a girlfriend. BB Money got a girlfriend. No joke. I mean, BB Money, when he in the game, the girlfriend calls. He leaves the game and leaves us hanging there. No matter what, he just leaves us hanging. That's what BB Money do. No joke. That's what he says. I got a girlfriend. So yeah, he got a girlfriend. I mean, I even said it this morning. He's too busy to be promoting my show. He got a girlfriend. It's true. That's his excuse. He got a girlfriend. I love a pony thumbnail. Yeah, I mean, of course, because FARQ, they love to brag. That's something they love to do. They love to brag. They love to come around and say, hey, look at our numbers. Look at our consensus. Look at this. We're kicking your butt. They love to brag. But wait, when PlayStation does something that they're not happy about, they stay quiet. They don't even talk about it. That's what they do. And thankful Xbox has Play Anywhere, unlike some companies. BP girlfriend is his 18. Oh, shoot, really? Dang. Keep a player, girl. Could take up too much time, too much of your time. Yep. That's how it is. That's how it is. Yep. BP girlfriend is. Hey, why did Team Viewer start a session? Hold up a second. This is weird. Close window. No way, Team Viewer, you're going to start a session with me. We're right here live with all my friends here in Thanksgiving. So, chat, we got a couple things we got to discuss today. It's small news. It's not that much because, this week is kind of a slow week news. We already talked about the big RAM thing situation that's going out there. Now we're seeing AMD, skyrocketing prices. Of course, we're going to see that. And again, I do not know why, but they say it's the whole AI situation. I say they're just looking to get more money out of us because of the years, they lost all this money. That's what I see, though. I mean, that's what I see. It's like it's a way. What I'm seeing, though, and I'm being honest, though, I'm seeing a lot of things happening on him. Like, why now? I mean, if you guys, okay, you lost 2 years, right, and you want to recover this 2 or 3 years, cool. But damn, I like this though. I have a 1S and Lenovo IdeaPad 3, AMD Ryzen 5 5,500 latas. So I'm playing older games, local and Xbox Cloud streaming newer games. Game Pass is essential. Yeah. Dan, Lou, you're supposed to have a feast behind you. Nah, Charlie, the only thing behind me is that beautiful lady right there. Even though she pulls my leg sometimes at night, because she's mad though. But that's the only thing I gotta have behind me. I can't put that food in front of her. I mean, look at her; she's skinny and beautiful. If I put that food in front of her, it's like me telling her she gotta eat. So she ain't gonna be happy though. She's gonna be coming out that picture, knocking on my head. And not only that, we also have a nice little CGI video made by Farq that she comes by and kisses me though. You know, and kind of Farq did something wrong with that because yeah, the wife wanted to throw the picture way out the window. So yeah, it's not that wasn't you know she wants to get rid of the picture now because she saw it and she's like, I'm throwing that shit away. I'm like, no. So you're cheating me with the picture? I'm like, no, I'm not cheating with you. The picture's a damn picture. It's like, no, you're cheating with me. That wonder you brought over here because she's looking more pretty than I am. I'm like, huh? Shit, Farq, you did something wrong. Louis Country didn't learn about the Indians. Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. No, 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 no. Listen, Keeper, I lived in the States for 5 years, and that's something that, I learned so much over there, and I have a lot of respect for, and that is your Thanksgiving. And I lived there for 5 years, man. I'll tell you something, it was one of the best times of my life, when I lived over there. Uh, Crazy times. I'm not going to talk to you guys about my high school's experience and all that stuff because yeah, I do sometimes throw in some stories, but yeah, we did some crazy stuff. Yeah, we did. I should show that video again. To who? To her? No, 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 no. I mean, no, no, no. That woman got mad. I'm not kidding you, fucking. She wanted to throw away the picture. I said, and she even wanted to slash it. I said, if you slash that picture, it's gonna be grabbing our legs and everything. Thanks, PC. Interested in Xbox Hybrid 20% because I'm an Xbox. Nice, nice. Look, let me tell you something. It's getting interesting out here, right? It's getting interesting to see that because maybe we don't use cloud often. We don't see it as much. Well, I can't use it. I wish I could because my country's still not available. So if it was available for me, trust me, I would be using it, especially where I go. Around town here and everything. I usually sometimes get out of town, and if I did have it, I would have been super happy to use it. But can't take advantage of it. I tried it with VPN once, and it's not the same because VPN kind of makes it laggy. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jacob Nova. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing, Jacob? Nintendo has acquired Bandai Namco Singapore. They've been renamed the Nintendo Studio Singapore. Yes, sir. We're going to talk a little bit about that because like I said, we have little news today because it's been one slow week, which is good though. I mean, not that much Xbox hate, I think, except for the RAM conversation because of course that was a weekend thing. Let me see, Louis. I've only vacationed in the U.S., but I love my time in Idaho and Texas. I definitely want to explore more of the country over the next few years. Yes. By Monday, WWE want the best offer from Netflix, Paramount, Comcast. I mean, that'll be interesting to see, though. I mean, if they actually go ahead and purchase WB, I'll be like, whoa, yeah. Keeper, I do not know. And every time Satya Nadella goes out there and talks about cloud, when I see him out there on Twitter and talks about cloud, I'm like, Satya, please put cloud gaming in here. But I'll tell you something, we have Microsoft 365 and it works beautiful. That's my thing I use for work. And I need to schedule something. That's the thing I use. That's the thing I go to. And when we had XBI podcast, that's where we used to write our notes for the shows, questions, and everything. And it works beautiful. But Microsoft Cloud Gaming does not work. Damn it, get it to work. Am on Xbox should buy No, no, Jacob, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. No, listen, I do not want Microsoft to purchase nothing else. No, because I'll be honest with you, for what? What are they going to do? I mean, before they purchased studios to be exclusive, but nowadays they're all third party. So at the end of the day, the business is at third party. Back in the day, let's say 15 years ago, 20 years ago, locking in their games would have been the best way to do. But these days, yeah. Yeah, dude, damn, that's a lot of people. Yep. I said Cloud Gaming was up 45%. Yes, sir. We're going to talk about it right now. Let's get into the whole Nintendo thing because it's a short thing about Nintendo because there's not much to talk about it, but it's a good news because Nintendo went out there and purchased something, especially during these times. So I guess, that console price increase was pretty good for them. Hey, I had to say, I had to throw that sign. Sorry, Nintendo. Don't sue me, Nintendo. Don't sue me. I love you. You are beautiful. I always have you next to me, even though you're not plugged in. But I love you. But don't sue me because I don't want a Nintendo lawyer to be coming at my door. You always win. Yeah. So real quick, let's talk about this. All right, let's screen share this sucker. All right, let's go. One second, chat. Let me get Twitch going. See if it drops by on Twitch because yesterday I saw some people dropping by. I probably said hello, and Twitch does not save my conversations like YouTube does. I do not know why, but it's Twitch. Yeah, let me get this thing open. Hey, bro, I'd love to support your journey, help grow your audience. I can connect to popular Twitch broadcasters who streams thousands and recently nearly 8.4. He helps streamers gain real viewers, active chatters. Here we go. Hey, Sonny, good morning. Sonny, how you doing? Sonny, thank you for that, Sonny. But the thing is, Sonny, uh, you guys always come around and say the same thing. Yep, always the same thing. Yep. And I don't know. And then you guys start saying, hey, you know what? Give me some cash and everything. No, no, no. I'm sorry. No, no. And nothing ever happens. All right, so, and I'm not falling for those because usually is a scammer or something. So no, sorry about that. Have a good day to you. Spectrum, I just replaced my router and Spectrum Store and upgraded to me to 600 Mbps, 25. Nice, working great. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, let me get this right here. MS not buying anyone for a long time. COD underperforming, calling games, etc. Makes no sense for them to purchase. Yeah, here's my theory though about the whole Call of Duty thing, right? Because the thing about Call of Duty is when they went out there and this one came out, right? People are like, "Wow, this is the worst Call of Duty." It fell into MS, and they're now delivering the worst Call of Duty ever. This is the Microsoft thing. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something which is true. How long does it take for a game to be made? Takes some years, right? So this game has been made for years. What are you guys going to think that Microsoft, after they purchased COD and everything, they're going to say, "Let's scrap this sucker"? No, they said, "Let's release it. Let's throw it out there. Let's put it out there, see how it goes." At the end of the day, now I gotta say something that is true though. If they continue on with this crazy campaign, then that's on them. Because if I was them right now after they release this, because it's already, when they purchased COD and everything, that was already probably halfway into development. That was probably something invested into it. Because I'll be honest with you, if Microsoft, didn't get ABK, this would have come out anyways. It would have come out anyways. That's the truth. It would have come out anyways. And this would have been Activision Blizz, probably worst Call of Duty besides Infinite. This is part of the Infinite campaign, which not a lot of people did like. I didn't like it as much, the Infinite campaign, right? I remember you had to go to space. Yeah, I think you went to space, right? In the Infinite campaign, it was kind of a weird thing. It was like I was playing a Fast and the Furious video game, right? No, I'm not. Well, in the game Stalker, though, I am a stalker, though. Yeah, in the game Stalker, I am a stalker, though. Jacob joke, no, he always trolling me. The COD campaign is the biggest complaint. Just fix it next year. Cut it down to fantasy stuff. Yeah, because again, this is from the Infinite campaign, right? These guys were developing this game, and of course, if they didn't buy Activision Blizz, this campaign would have come out. It would have come out, period. No matter what they say, it would have come out. Now, if they continue on with this story after this one, then that's on Microsoft. And the next one that comes out and it's crazy, I will say, Microsoft, that's on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to defend you on this one. So this one I will let it slide though, because again, I played it. It's a fun campaign with friends. It's super fun, super good with friends, right? But the story is basically a Batman Arkham Asylum game. No joke. If you look at it, it's a Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City thing. If you go to Google and you look for Arkham Asylum, you put Scarecrow, you see Scarecrow really big, like that character fight in Call of Duty. if you look for the tree, the time you fight that tree, right, that plant, right, and you look for that, and you look for the Arkham Asylum fight with Poison Ivy, is basically this pretty much the same fight. And also, you got that fear gas that makes people crazy and does all this stuff, which is kind of like the Scarecrow. So basically, it's like a Batman game. That's how I saw it. Cheap knockoff to Batman story. But again, if Call of Duty had a horror game coming out, that would have been a good horror Call of Duty game. But yeah, let's keep going. All right, so mm, let's talk about Nintendo Singapore. All right, that's where is this? Oh, here we go. Yes. Oh, here's the news of today, guys. And so for today's news, we have Nintendo acquires Bandai Namco Studios Singapore to be renamed Nintendo Studios Singapore. So, like I said, this is really short news. Nintendo has announced its latest acquisition and its Bandai Namco Studios Singapore, which will be turned into Nintendo Studios Singapore. The Kyoto-based company says it's made an acquisition for the purpose of strengthening its development structure. Bandai Namco Studios Singapore has contributed to the development of Nintendo titles, including the Splatoon series. Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that's actually a good buy. Since they have worked, with them for Splatoon and everything. Splatoon is a really good game on Nintendo. Pretty amazing buy on their side. Good buy, Nintendo. I gotta give them that. So let's see. Nintendo plans to acquire 80% of Bandai Namco Studios Singapore shares on April 1st of April. The remaining shares will be acquired after a certain period once the subsidiary operations have stabilized. So yeah, I mean, I gotta say that's a pretty good buy on their side because I mean, if they work together and everything, good stuff. Especially with Splatoon, it's a big title over there. Nintendo. A lot of people who play Nintendo love that game. You know, Jaconosis Louis Bandai Namco Singapore was rumored to develop Metroid 4 before its restart. Oh, really? That's interesting, though. Not all of us have co-op friends. Well, you know what's this is what I was saying in your earlier game on Jesse about being thankful. Like I hopped into Call of Duty, and what I did was I turned off like for to fill in the room. I turned it off. And I was just playing, just shooting around like a little bit in the match, and all of a sudden I see that BB Money jumps in, and then my other friends from Dominican, Steven, one of my best friends out of since 2003, he invited me to a party chat. Then came Olivo, and it was me, Big Money, BB Money, Steven, and Olivo going in there just shooting, having a blast. And no joke, we just sat there and finished the game. It was like a 5 hour run or six tops, but it was just in one sitting, and the fun we had is what matters. But having like someone like BB Money, dropping in. I think it was Why So Seriously that it dropped in, but the internet was kind of messy. We couldn't play together. But having my friends out there that I have on my channel, my friends that live, around the world, jumping in and gaming with me is something that's beautiful, man. I mean, it's something that's really, really nice to have people jump in and have fun with you and game, which is important. Gaming is important. No, I didn't quit. The game kicked us out. And so since the game kicked us out, I was like, man, this is being messy. Because first it kicked my friend out, and then it kicked another friend of mine out. And all of a sudden, like for me, it kicked me out. I was like, you know what? This is messy today. I'm not gonna deal with this. So I'm gonna take a break on this one. But yeah, we gotta get back to it. We got some time, we gotta get back to it. I wanna do that running around shooting things for 50 minutes. That sounds like fun. Even though I said they should have done it a shorter time, but yeah, I gotta try that out. It looks like it's a pretty sweet deal, running around. But like I said, though, happy to see this news. That Nintendo went out there and purchased, the Splatoon. The guys who helped them work in Splatoon that way, they can get pretty much everything from Splatoon. Pretty good move, right? On their side. Yep, pretty good move. Let's see what else they can go out there and make with this studio and bring to the table. Yes, sir, for all you Nintendo fans. All right, so let's keep on going. So it says here, like, why not? Xbox One, Sega, but it's too big. But Konami is also Japan, middle size. Here's the thing, though, Jacob. The thing is, if right now gaming is in a weird place, so and to be purchasing studios out there going nuts purchasing, I mean, it has to be for something that has to bring something big back, right? And people nowadays are not buying games as much as they were. Like for example, if Microsoft were to acquire Nintendo, that would be a big win. I mean, that's it. If Microsoft, remember, Chad, I said if, you know, because those titles do sell. They're really popular titles and everything. But nowadays, like going out there buying these studios, to make all these games for them to drop into Game Pass, right? I mean, it's cool, but at the end of the day, though, these games down the road usually drop. So for them to go out there and purchase that, mm, of course, I wanted that because here's the thing, though, Jacob. They have Killer Instinct in there, and having a studio like WB Studios or having the guys from Mortal Kombat help them out to get Killer Instinct on the go. But with all these collabs out there and everything, all they got to do is just work on a collab and get them to work on it, and they probably could help them out and make the game better. I mean, right now people are out there, collabing. These studios are working with each other. We have seen a couple of studios, work with Microsoft. Like for example, the guys who make my Plague's Tale, they worked on Flight Sim. I think it was it? Yeah, I think they worked on Flight Sim. And other studios out there do collab and bring in the ideas. Remember what happened to oh Lord, I can't believe I'm saying this with Perfect Dark. They had another studio, trying to help them out to deliver, but they couldn't deliver. And yeah, you know what happened after that. But yeah, I just read Replace is going to have a big reveal soon. I hope so. That game needs to come out. That game needs to come out. But yeah, if I was Microsoft, if I could say I could purchase WB and have the chance to purchase it, but right now they probably won't because look, they're really looking into that gaming division, and everybody right now is like, MS, chill out, don't go out, be buying some stuff. Organize your studio first and get things moving, bring in that money. Try to bring that cash in. Try to do your best, with all those games that you have. And to be honest, though, shit. For example, this year alone, how many studios came out from Microsoft? How many games came out from Microsoft Studios? It was like what, five? And next year we don't know if it's gonna be like six or seven. I mean, they got so many games to deliver. I mean, and we have so little time to play. It's insane. It's insane, and that's the truth, though. That's the truth. But to be honest, though, they can work on a collab good. But right now, after a couple of days of thinking of just seeing how gaming is and everything, I mean, I think it was like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, Embracer even sold off some studios. And Embracer's, you know how Embracer is with these gaming devs, with studios. It's probably the biggest ones, and they sold off something. So it's in a weird spot right now. So if I was, I'm gonna just hold on to what I have and get my projects going because they have a lot of projects to go. But yeah, Louis Paramount is the only one who wants to hold WB. But if Netflix, they stated they want the TV and media division. Xbox can't scoop up the gaming division. Hmm. Well, it depends on what price they sell, though. Like for example, if it's not too expensive for them to pick up, then I say go for it. I say go for it and try to organize it. But it all depends on how much they want to sell, though. Because even Sony said, no, we're not picking it up. So, yeah. But let's see, Jacob. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I mean, let's see what's going to happen with it. Let's see what's going to cook. But yeah. Can you imagine, we getting Lego Batman Day One Game Pass? That'd be pretty amazing. That'd be pretty amazing. But like I said, gaming is such in a weird spot right now that I don't even know if like, for example, me reading on Nintendo picking up Splatoon, that was actually a good move because they've been partners for years. A few billion, I bet. Yeah, probably a few billion or probably a couple millions. We don't know. We don't know. I mean, it all depends on how much, they want to go ahead and purchase it for. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens because it's interesting out there to see WB Games, especially a company that's really delivering on really good games. Now it's for sale. It's weird now. Like I always say this, like we're in a weird spot. Like watching all these big companies be for sale. I mean, look at EA. EA, I always thought that EA was doing pretty good and pretty nice, but man, they just got bought, didn't they? By the guys in Arabia. Didn't that go through? I mean, it's not going through. It's right now in talks, but man, it's a lot of things happening out there. And interesting though. But to be honest, there's only like a few that are doing pretty good. I think Sega's doing pretty well. That's why I think Sega doesn't want to sell. Konami on mobile is doing really good, but for his big title games, they're doing all right. And Capcom is cooking. Square is trying to get there, and it's gonna take them a while because what happened with Square was they were exclusive to one console. That was the problem. and not to one, and also to Nintendo, and that was a problem for them. And they saw this was a problem because not everyone is going to buy their game. Because again, I keep telling you guys this: we as gamers, when we started as consoles, right? Let me see. But Savvy bought it. EA is a geological things because of Saudi Arabia government. Yeah, geopolitical thing. Yeah. Okay. Uh, but like I was saying though, where was I? I kind of lost my train of thought there because I was reading the geopolitical thing. but hmm. Oh, like I was saying though, right? We as gamers have expanded. We have expanded to a lot of places, right? Right now, some people even have an Xbox at home, but preferably game on PC. And if they see a game on Steam, they'll probably buy it and just play it on Steam, or some of them will buy it on Xbox. Some people have a PlayStation that I know of, and they even have a Steam Deck. Now they're buying games on Steam, not on PlayStation Store. So, like I said, we have expanded to so much. That's why the Xbox, Anywhere campaign. You can play your Xbox Anywhere thing, right? Like this is an Xbox campaign. Sorry, is something that they have done because they are seeing that we as gamers have expanded everywhere. Xbox needs to buy Xbox International Podcast. Oh, Jacob, man, let me tell you, if that happens, though, I mean, I'll be like, we had to, in order for that deal to proceed, we had to have a lot of conversations though, because the thing is about if I'm part of Xbox, though, they gotta let me be free. They can't be like, oh, you can't say this, you can't control this. They gotta let Louis be free. In order for me to say like for what game I'm excited for, what would like for example, I would like to see a remake of this game or remake of that game. And yeah, and because that's the thing, though, they'll probably try to control some things that couldn't be saying out here, stuff like that. Probably so, though. Yeah. But moving on up, chat, we're gonna get into the cloud gaming because that's something that I sat there and I was like, this is interesting because it's growing and it keeps on growing, it keeps on adding, it keeps on fueling, right? But here we go, chat. Let's read this. All right, let me get this. Okay, here it is. Got it. Okay, copy paste. But like I said, us like we have expanded to many other platforms, and Square, for example, on PlayStation, right? I remember the first Final Fantasy sold 7 million. I think it was 7 million, probably 8 million, right? Final Fantasy 7, the first remake, right? Xbox is controlling with like depends though. Not long ago, MS said they are going to focus on their games that already sell. They're just going to start milking us. Game on Jesse. The thing is, right? Um, hmm. I don't think they're gonna. I mean, look, I think they're gonna keep on delivering what they have. Because at the end of the day, if they keep on like if they look at just gaming for that they sell, it's gonna get to a point like a lot of people are happening these days. For example, for Call of Duty, people are like, man, Call of Duty should take a break. This and that. I see a lot of opinions out there about Call of Duty though. But at the end of the day, though, right? I think they will deliver new products. And remember, they said they're going to make a studio that makes AA games. A couple of AA games. They're gonna. I think they have expanded studios to make several games. To throw them out there. So I don't think they're going to stick to like how EA did it for a couple of years, how Ubisoft did it for a couple of years. Because if they notice that, right? When EA Ubisoft did that, look how they are now. I mean, look at the situation he is in. Look at how Ubisoft is in. Ubisoft is in a big mess, and that's because they switched from delivering these amazing games. Like for example, we would have wanted a new Rainbow Six game, right, with a cool campaign and everything, but we did not get that. We got an online game. You only got an online game, but yeah. And so if they stay stuck to that, in the long run, it's going to affect them, especially since we know how long it takes to develop a video game. So yeah, maybe in the near future, in the long future, because the thing is, something that people don't talk about as much is how gaming is changing. Like these newcomers that are coming to video games now, they don't play these story games. They don't do all this stuff because they like to play, like for example, sports, um, Fortnite, stuff like that. Just go in and just shoot everything. That's all they care for. But maybe down the road, when they grow up, they'll appreciate story games like we do. They can't ever well perfect dark, but this online MMO contraband. They are playing it safe. Well, the thing is, though, remember with Perfect Dark, it was an alpha stage, though, and I was like, why is this dude an alpha stage? I think it was too many heads in there, and trying to like to make trying to make this game, and they probably collided a lot. Everwild, we didn't see much about it. So when I saw the trailer, I was like, what is this game about? I don't know what the hell's going on with this game. When I saw the trailer, it looked okay. So yeah, it was gonna be something like that. Really? No, Jacob, you're kidding, Jacob. That's not gonna happen. If they did though, I would have been like, huh? They can't ever wow perfect art, but this online MMO contraband, yeah, contraband. We did not hear much about it either, so I don't know how that is. I think they will make small cheat games like Keeper, but won't take a chance on big multiplayer games and MMO. Well, they are taking chances on big multiplayer games because multiplayer games is where the money is at, though, and that's what they're doing. They're taking their big chance on those multiplayer games, and we will see more on that down the future because that's how these kids are nowadays. They just want to play multiplayer, though. So let me see what's cooking out here. Yes, sir. Let me see. A big review coming soon replaced. All right. Cada Strength ya está listo ya para PC Steam. Okay, that's Ecstasies. Some news out here. Let me see what else is cooking here. Do 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 do. Let's go home. All right. So let's talk about the cloud gaming, guys. Already have it set up. Let's get into it. So here we go. Xbox Cloud Gaming with Game Pass up 45% is now available in nearly 30 countries. We're bringing Xbox to more players around the world. Good stuff. I hope they come over here and bring it. Hey, the big Plume in the building. What's up, Plume Gaming? How you doing, sir? What's cooking? What's cool, man? What's cooking, Plume? So, and happy Thanksgiving, brother. We're bringing Xbox to players around the world across devices, including console, PC, and mobile, making it easier than ever to connect and play. With more ways to play, thanks to Xbox Live, more people can jump in and play their favorite games, meaning more people to ready up, throw down against, and build memories with. Players are streaming their games more than ever. Cloud gaming hours from Game Pass subscribers has increased 45% compared to this time last year. And console players are embracing flexibility, spending 45% more time on cloud streaming on console and 24% more on other devices. Uh oh. Here comes Jacob with the "Never gonna let you down." Ah, there you go. Gotcha. Jacob with the yeah, got it. Yes, sir. That's a good one too. So let me keep reading this. People play across the globe in many different ways, and our ambition at Xbox to reach players wherever they live and however they choose to play. Earlier this month, we expanded Xbox Cloud Gaming to India, the fastest growing gaming market in the world, which surpassed 500 million gamers this year. With an addition of India, Xbox Cloud Gaming is now available in 29 countries. Come to Dominican! We're also seeing exciting momentum in Latin American countries like Argentina and Brazil, which have shown double-digit growth in playtime and active players. Players in Argentina and Brazil can also stream using the Xbox app on LG TVs and Amazon Fire TVs, adding even more ways to play. To keep the pace with this demand, we've expanded in-region server capacity, delivering shorter wait times for gamers. This expansion is all the meeting the Xbox community's enthusiasm and making sure every session is instant and seamless. Xbox Cloud Gaming brings great games to a variety of devices. There you go. What sets Xbox Cloud Gaming apart is the ability to quick jump in and play great games on devices that you already own, including console, PC, handhelds, smartphones, tablets, smart TVs, Fire TVs, VR headsets like MetaQuest, and yes, even coming soon to cars. Holy shit! That's going to be fun. This fundamentally changes how and where players experience games, from action-packed adventures like God of War 2 to independent gems like Ball Like Spit and Blueprints. So if it comes to cars, though, can people not hack cars? Oh no, I don't want my car to be hacked. Our libraries keeps growing with hundreds of games ready to stream through Xbox Game Pass, plus over 1,000 more in your stream your own game catalog. With new games happening out all the time, Xbox Cloud Gaming allows players easy access to the games they already own with no downloads required on any screen. And now multiple Xbox Game Pass plans include access to Xbox Cloud Gaming, offering to more choice, flexibility, and ways to play. The expansion reflects our commitment to making games more fun and accessible no matter how, where, or what you play. And this is just the beginning with more great experience and games to come across the devices. Yes, sir. Guys, this is good news on the side of Xbox Cloud Gaming. It's expanding, it's getting better, and I seriously do hope it comes to Dominican Republic because we need it here. I need it. So that way I can start my game up. If I don't like it, move on to the next instead of downloading. Oh Lord, they're the largest partners. They aren't like EA, Ubisoft, and they need to keep creating because they need to fill the Game Pass pipeline. 100%. That is also true. Yep, they need to keep that Game Pass interesting, especially for all these players. And if we want to get cloud everywhere, this is part of the story. You know, you gotta have good games on there for everyone out there because again, like I said earlier, we as players have expanded. We're not stuck to these stores like we were before. We have now expanded to other areas, to PC, to tablets, to mobile, to all the stuff. For example, I played Vampire Survivors on my cell phone. I played Balatro on my cell phone. So I've expanded kind of to my cell phone. PC too. You know, I bought some games on Steam. That's how it is. And so to have the access that I could play all these games everywhere, you know, it's pretty cool stuff. Hey, our Dr. Pony in the building, Mike Johnson. He says, yo, 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 what's cracking like? And how you doing, Mike Johnson? Good morning to you, sir. And here's a guy who also knows how cloud gaming works because he tested. Reichi is also a guy that likes to play on his he also likes to test his cloud gaming and he's also tried it out. And he says cloud and clear, you know, it's actually better than it was last year, so that's a good thing. So of course, it's going to just keep on growing and keep on getting better. Yes, sir. Oh, look, Jacob. What the hell did Jacob, man? That's not even possible, Jacob. Jacob with the jokes. Oh, man. Yep. Jacob MS doesn't work on Thanksgiving. No. Louis might never sit on their porch 12 hours a day smoking, staring at people. What can I do? Wow. I do not know, Game on Jesse. I don't know. If you know what I do? Well, I mean, hmm. What would Louis do? Hmm. If it was me, man, I would have walked out of the front porch with a bottle of whiskey, butt naked, and be like, "Neighbors, I love you," and yell at them. That's what I would do, but that's me though. Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't be doing that, guys. We don't want you guys to be thrown in jail. Oh Lord, but yeah, it's good to see that cloud gaming is growing. It's good to see that you know that all these projects are growing because as long as they grow, that means more stuff is bound to happen. That means that Xbox is not dead. You know, stare back. Exactly. That's the only thing we can do, right? Well, boy Lewis. That's all we can do is just stare back. That's it. That's it. Speaking of which, there is an article out there that's a bit too salty. And I don't know why he wrote it this way, but it's a bit too salty. But let's talk. You guys want me to throw in some slander? I'm gonna throw in a little bit of slander today. You know, it's Thanksgiving. It's time for me to throw a little bit of slander. An article I read out there, I was like, why is 45%? Let me see. Xbox Cloud Gaming grew 45%. Let's dissect this article because I read this article and I was like, oh Lord, here comes the hate. So here we go. Good morning, Willowbrook boy. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy Thanksgiving. So let's read this real quick. Here we go. Xbox Cloud Gaming is up 45%, but the real takeaway is something Microsoft probably doesn't want to brag about. Microsoft touts its Xbox gaming ambitions, highlighting new year-over-year growth figures, but it is becoming the cure of a problem itself it created. But it's becoming the cure to a problem Microsoft itself created. The past summer marked Xbox Cloud Gaming shedding a beta tag, finally hitting version 1.0. With that came a barrage of changes. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate notoriously picked up a huge price increase, around this time leaping 50%, eliminating years of goodwill overnight. The price increase overshadowed the fair major Cloud Gaming news, which saw access expand beyond Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. If you're a cloud first user, this equated to a price decrease potentially. As cloud gaming was only available on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate previously, it sounds as though the swap over has led to a huge increase in usage. Who have thought? In a blog post, Microsoft waxed lyrical about Xbox Cloud Gaming, describing its accent. Players are streaming their games more than ever. Cloud gaming hours from Game Pass subscribers has increased 45% compared to the last year. Microsoft said and console players are embracing flexibility, spending 45% more time costing on console and 24% more on other devices. Microsoft recently expanded availability in Central and South American markets while also opening Xbox Cloud in India for the first time. India represents the world's seventh largest, biggest market for gaming spend, and crucially, is typical of mobile and PC first market, where consoles has seen limited distribution and availability because it's mad expensive. Xbox Cloud Gaming is now live in 29 markets across the globe, although Microsoft highlighted Argentina and Brazil as showing double digital growth in players and playtime alike. Microsoft expanded Xbox Cloud Gaming to LG TVs, Amazon Fire Sticks, and in these regions recently joining Samsung TVs on tops. Microsoft Spotlight on Xbox Cloud Gaming is telling us competitors start to get more serious about its potential. Why Xbox Cloud? Let's read between the lines a bit. With DRAM skyrocketing, cloud gaming has the potential to improve access to games on existing hardware solutions. Xbox Series X has ballooned in price over time. It's all thanks to the artificial intelligence boom. Okay, bubble boom. Okay. Vacuuming up all types of components in silicon backed by nations states under the disguise of national security. Companies like OpenAI, Microsoft, and Google are vacuuming up DRAM orders from very limited range of manufacturers to power their meme creating mistakes machines and dementia inducing chatbots. But wait, Xbox Cloud Gaming uses DRAM too, right? Yes, but during periods of low use, i.e., at night, Microsoft allocates Xbox Cloud Gaming to compute, to AI, and other Azure workloads, solving two problems with one server stack. Those servers hooked to Xbox consoles simply sit idle when they are not being used for actual gaming, potentially offering a variety of ways to pump revenue back into Xbox beyond gaming itself. Microsoft arguably contributed to the DRAM price problem. Oh, they contributed now. But it's also selling back the solution via cheaper access to Xbox Cloud Gaming Smart, right? Wow. So you're saying they contributed to that? Weird. Now they're saying they're part of this. That's the thing I don't understand. Why does everything always have to be blamed on Xbox? If Xbox was dead, we'd be spending millions to make if that was dead, Sony wouldn't be spending millions to make keep games off Xbox and Game Pass. Exactly. The slander. For better or worse, tying Xbox and gaming to Microsoft's current shareholder fads has helped Xbox navigate C-suite skepticism, with CEO Satya Nadella previously notoriously exploring killing Xbox entirely in years past. With Xbox now tied up to cloud and providing value beyond gaming itself, the business segment has become the biggest Windows to sell for Microsoft in some quarters. Hmm. That's the part I don't understand, though. Like, what is it going to take? Like, seriously, what's going to take you guys to understand what's happening out there? I mean, you guys say this for better or worse, trying Xbox and gaming to Microsoft current shareholder fads has helped navigate C-suite skepticism, with CEO Satya Nadella previously notoriously exploring killing Xbox entirely in past years. How is this killing Xbox, though? With Xbox now tied up to cloud and providing value beyond gaming itself, the business segment has become the biggest Windows itself for Microsoft in some quarters. Because, man, seriously, I don't understand why they always have to go this way, but okay. For gaming, the 45% growth year over year in playtime hours doesn't mean much without a frame of reference. Microsoft has stepped in previous years that Xbox Cloud Gaming enjoys tens of millions of hours playtime used per month. So you have to presume adding India boosting capability and cheaper access via Xbox Game Pass Essentials has led to significant growth either way. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate also now offers boosting resolution and frame rates in some games on top, making it potentially a better experience on older devices like Xbox One and actually playing games natively. Microsoft is also expected to ship a free Xbox Cloud Gaming tier supported by ads in 2026, joining NVIDIA GeForce Now and other smaller cloud providers. Microsoft has over 2,000 games you can buy on stream outside the Xbox Game Pass library on top, but PlayStation caught up rapidly. Almost 3,000 games bring your own games to PlayStation's own cloud gaming service. NVIDIA GeForce Now also remains a performance target to beat, but Xbox latest upgrades are rapidly closing the gap. Experience the taste. Hold on. Experience the taste of Xbox equals turn on any compatible TV monitor onto an Xbox console using this special bundle containing Xbox controller, special edition month. Okay, that's the deal though. So I guess that's it. Nothing else. So here's the thing though, right? In this area of the article, like I said, it got a little bit salty. This area, like saying that they're killing Xbox or trying to get away from it or anything. Because here's the thing though, and I keep on telling everyone about this. People do not see that the gaming business segment has evolved. Xbox is evolving beyond console. And maybe for us, right? Us console heads, right? We think that, oh, the console is dead. They're not looking at it. They're not taking any, any views to it. But here's the thing though, right? Here's the thing though. If we go out there in console war and just be console warriors, right? And not seeing what's going on, just focus on that. That's the tick you guys get right there. Because as console warriors, we want the Xbox to go out there and fight, Xbox to do this, Xbox to do that. But as a person who is seeing things evolve, though, we cannot just sit on the console warrior side of things because I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's been stagnant for years. We have seen the numbers, even though the sales are happening. But the thing is, who is buying the PlayStation? Pretty much the same people who have bought PlayStation for years. Who is buying Xbox? Probably the same people who are buying Xbox for years. But the thing is, these kids nowadays, they'd rather game on a tablet, they'd rather game on a cell phone. And the question is, how are you going to attract them to your platform? Or how are you going to introduce them to your platform? It's not by promoting this big ass box, marketing it. Not like that, no, because at the end of the day, they'd rather grab a screen and play. How do you do this? Okay, simple. Well, we have a store here. Let's put it over here, over here, over here. Let them access to it. Let's show it to them that we have it on mobile, that we have it on Steam, that we have it pretty much on PC, that we have it everywhere. And when they access to it, they start getting introduced to these games. They see these games, they see the store, they're like, this is interesting. Oh, so if you pay this much, I get all these games, I get all this stuff. Let me go ahead and now see if I can get an Xbox. That's how you introduce nowadays to this market. Before, marketing was you saw an ad on the street, you saw it, you go ahead and bought it. Or you saw a commercial on TV. Now it's YouTube. Now it's all this stuff where these kids hang out. YouTube, TikTok, and all that stuff. Twitch, all that stuff that's available. So you got to really push that marketing over to this area and also have it on your cell phone. Have it on all these places where people have access to see things, Instagram, stuff like that. That's how it is. And that's how you attract that user to come to your store and use your store for you to get that money in. That's why Xbox has expanded the way it did. And that's where it's going. And that's why all these companies are now looking for a way to expand. Like, for example, we saw Nintendo even focus on their Nintendo store app on cell phones. We saw that. They're doing that right now. They're literally doing that, where you can purchase your games on the Nintendo App Store and everything to download to your console. They're actually doing that right now. So the question is, did Xbox go the right route by doing this? That is the honest question. I'll be honest with you. Yes, for me, they went the right route because at the end of the day, if they stay stuck to how console is, right? Time flies by and you guys are still stuck over here. how are you going to get these kids to come over here? Or how do you get, when they become teenagers to come over here and game? Because, man, there sure are experts on those mobile side of things. I mean, they can kick your ass all over the place right there. Hey, Dead Leopard, good morning. Why are Genesis decided never said they will kill Xbox? Bro, I do not know why they had to bring that up that way. Bandai Namco Studio Singapore previously works, Splatoon 3, new Pokemon Snap, Ace Combat 7, Soul Calibur. Wow, nice. Nice. Lord, so that means Tekken is gone? No, Tekken is gone. No. But like I said, though, guys, I mean, for me, the idea of what Microsoft is doing is pretty amazing. I love that idea how it expands. I love the idea how its stores is expanding. I love that idea on everything is expanding instead of staying stuck over here. Because at the end of the day, though, us as adults, we have a problem, and that is time. We are not gaming the way we were before. We're not. Now, if you get a handheld, you probably up your gaming time. Because with a handheld, for example, you're off on a road trip, you're out of town or anything, you don't have to take this big ass heavy thing everywhere with you. That's a plus. You can game on a plane, you can game anywhere. Man, that's the beauty about handhelds, right? So imagine that, like I said, if they didn't expand, just stay stuck to the box, it would have been a problem, especially since the box was getting bigger, heavier. And right now, you want to travel. You want to travel as light as you can, because at the end of the day, though, it's kind of hard, especially these long traveling times. Like for example, since I'm going to California now during the summer, imagine me putting my Xbox in my backpack, going to Panama with that, sitting in Panama with that backpack on my back, going through security, going through all that stuff, getting things checked that the console is good, everything's good on the go, and all that stuff, and then take it to California, get in the car with that big ass box, running around to get to the place. No, I'm sorry, man. I'd rather have a small handheld where I could just stick it in my backpack, doesn't weigh as much, and carry that sucker. Unless if I'm moving, that's a whole other different situation. Because if you're moving, of course you're gonna take it. That's a different situation. But hey, man, I'd rather have an easy access to pause. That sounded bad. Easy access to play my games. 30 below says not journalists. These fanboy cosplays as journalists. Yep. Because look, I always said this about how media is talking things. They never, right? They don't talk things down the middle, because why don't they talk about how Xbox has evolved or how Xbox is doing things? Like for example, funny thing is they're like, Xbox looking for that 30%. They're killing Xbox. Ah! I'm like, did y'all forget there's a mobile division that needs to be delivered? And when that mobile division drops in, I mean, that's going to rack up a lot of money. I mean, come on, you guys. I mean, it's weird that they keep forgetting how Xbox has expanded to pretty much all these areas they needed to expand. That's something they don't talk about or they don't show the beauty about. But they'd rather shed like, oh no, PlayStation only aims to 20%. Of course, PlayStation only aims to 20% because PlayStation is only console, and also its portal has cloud gaming, right? You jump into portal cloud game on your portal, but you can't PlayStation cloud game. I don't know if you can PlayStation cloud game on your cell phone yet. I mean, I don't know if you can do that, but I see it's only available for portal and other areas. But it's not like the Xbox, so it's available to anywhere you can access to it. Would Xbox be your primary console if there was no Game Pass or Play Anywhere? Would Xbox be your primary console if it was no game? Well, Game on Jesse. The thing is, remember Game Pass came out in 2018. I was already using on the 360. So when I moved to Xbox One, I was on Xbox One. I gamed mostly on Xbox One. I got a PS4 to play its exclusive because I gotta say though, they had some pretty good exclusives that generation. They did. And I even bought a PS4 just to play exclusive, but my gaming was only for Xbox. I have a library of 500 plus games or 600. I think I'm at 600 now. But my main console is Xbox. And no matter what, I will game on Xbox because I like everything on it. That's the truth. I mean, I like how, like for example, if you run into a problem, you get to talk to the guys on Xbox. They try to help you solve. They take their time to sit with you. Customer support is one of the best things. There's so much good things about Xbox that I sit here and I talk about, right? That I really enjoy in the system. So before Game Pass, it was my primary console. So even though Game Pass did not or did come out, it was still would be my primary console. Because at the end of the day, though, Game on Jesse, time is something that's been taking over us. As you get older, time is not the same, right? Like before, like I said, I remember pandemic when it happened. I actually had more time to game. Nowadays, um, it's tough. Let's see, Louis. I gain 6 to 8 extra hours a week just by going to bed later than everyone in the house or getting up earlier. That's the thing, though. Like I said, time is tough. And if you had a handheld, for example, and you had downtime at work, you wanted to catch up on the game, you probably put an hour or two into the game during the day. And when you got home, right, and you have found a downtime to play, you can continue on playing. But that's the problem now. We just don't have the time. That's why these guys have decided to expand. So that way, when you can access through here, through there, and keep on continue playing your game. That's the beauty about Xbox. And that's something that people don't talk about. PlayStation though. You got to have a portal to continue your games, or you got to come to the console and continue your games on your console. But with Xbox though, continue on wherever you want, wherever you're at. Doesn't matter. If you got a handheld, continue. If it's got that play anywhere, continue, because that cloud save goes there. You continue on playing on your handheld, come back home, and then after that you pick up where you were left off. It's a beauty. It's a beauty right there with Xbox. That's why I love it. I love it. But at the end of the day, though, because the Game Pass, you know, I mean, if it's there, and right now I'm happy that it's there. But if it wasn't there, though, I would still prefer playing on my Xbox because the way it has expanded, though, no matter what. Because remember, people seem to forget, and they always call us like, "Yeah, you guys are just Game Pass, blah blah blah." Blah. But what happened between 2018 and below? I mean, you guys forgot 2018 and below, or 2017 when Game Pass came out. I mean, we were out there buying games, playing games. We're doing the same thing. The thing is, nowadays, we just don't have that much time on it. That's the problem now. Like when I sit there and look at, like, look, this year, right? How many games did Louis finish? Big AAA titles or AA titles? How many games did I finish though? Like for example, I finished Crime Scene Simulator yesterday, and it took me a week to finish it. A week, literally, it took me a week to finish Crime Scene Simulator. Now, if it was me back in the day, young, with all the time in the world, I probably could have finished it in 2 days. But it took me a week. It's not even that long of a game. Seriously, it's not even that long of a game. It took me a week to finish it. That's how it is. And big AAA titles, like for example, I can count them with probably two hands, right? So let's see now. Stalker 2 came out last year, right? Yeah, Stalker 2 came out last year, finished it. Stalker 2 came out in November. I finished the game in January. Then moved up to Indiana Jones. That's two. Um, Finished Indiana Jones. Avowed came out. I wasn't really interested in Avowed. It didn't catch up to me, right? It didn't catch up to me. So I finished that. So what I did was I jumped into Assassin's Creed Shadows, finished Assassin's Creed Shadows. I finished I finished Ace Combat 7 too this year. What other game did I finish that was short? There was a couple of short games I finished. Ace Combat 7. Um what else? What else? What else? What else did I play? What else? What else? Assassin's Creed Shadows, that's five. Six, South of Midnight. Seven, Doom the Dark Ages. Eight, Expedition 33. And I still have not finished Expedition 33. So literally on my list, I probably finished 10 games this year. And that's because of time though. Alan Max TV, good morning to you, sir. Do we think the free ad model is good? Honestly, I think it's smart. 14 years old of me would love that in class. Man, Alan, I agree with you there. And happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. I would agree with you there. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that ad free model is pretty good because at the end of the day, though, I mean, why not? It's going to ramp up money for them. That's one for Microsoft. Good on Microsoft with that one. But at the end of the day, it gives you a chance to try it out, enjoy it, and you probably say, let me upgrade this. Let me see how it runs. Let me see how it plays. That's the way to get you in. Remember Netflix? Netflix was like, what was the Netflix thing? Remember when Netflix came out? Uh, hmm. when Netflix came out, if you remember, that they gave you a free month. Remember that Netflix gave you a free month. They gave you like I think it was a free month, a free 3 months, and then you started paying for you to try it out. So if they got the free ad thing, that's actually a plus. Same thing with Spotify. I mean, if you go to Spotify and download Spotify, you don't have to pay for it, but you get music, but you get all these ads, and then you get the song you want to play, and you're like, man, let me ignore these ads. And that's another thing, though. Remember, I don't know, Alan Max, if you pay for YouTube like I do, because man, Alan, I gotta tell you something when it comes to political times, right? Like seriously, oh my God, you get bombarded by a lot of political campaign ads. You get bombarded by a lot of stuff and all these things. And I said, you know what? I'm paying premium. And after I paid YouTube Premium, I said, you know what? Now I'm happy, and I'm paying that thing $10 a month. I mean, do I use it 100%? No. All I know is I'm off of ads. So if ads become real annoying at the end of the day, people will get away from that. Say, no, get away, ads. I don't want to deal with you. That is so truthful, though. I mean, that's something that happened to me. I was like, no more. Then I got on YouTube, political ad. I was watching like a 10-minute video, all of a sudden, boom, another political ad. I'm like, yeah, I'm out of this. Alan Max TV says, I think they should include basic Game Pass with other Microsoft services like 365. Just a bonus to get more regular folks into gaming. And yeah, I got YouTube Premium. It's a must have. Yeah, it is, huh? Yeah. David Cohen, good morning to you, sir. Happy Thanksgiving. Game Pass games, W other Microsoft service. Yeah, I think so too. I think they should with Microsoft. Other, yeah, I agree with you there, man. Because one of the best things I really do like is that Microsoft Office thing, the 365. Oh my God, I love how everything, because that's the beauty, and I keep on saying this is the beauty behind Xbox and Microsoft and everything. Everything is linked up. No joke. If I bought a laptop and I put my profile on my laptop, everything I have here downloads over there. It's amazing. I love how everything carries over there. It's fun. My office computer is linked up to this computer. Um, but that's how it is. One of the best stuff Microsoft has. So, like I said, imagine you getting on the Xbox, you continue your game, you're like, oh, let me just download this game. Well, you got to have a pretty good computer, though. I mean, well, if you have cloud gaming, you don't need a pretty good computer, though, which is another amazing thing. That's why cloud gaming needs to come here. Please come here, cloud gaming. Please do. I was skeptical to the PC evolution, but I'm loving the Xbox app. It's very convenient since all games are made for PC. Yes, sir. Because Alan Max, the other day, Joey brought something up. Joey, the Phantom Cracker, my brother Joey, he brought something up, and I did not notice that. When you go into the Xbox store to buy games, it's actually the Windows Store. I did not see that. All I did was jump in there, like, okay, this is a store. Let me go in. I did not see that like that small detail. I did not look at it. I just go to the store. That's it. And I call it the Xbox Store because for me it was the Xbox Store because it feels the Xbox Store is kind of like a little bit different than the Windows Store. So that's how I saw it though. But when Joey said, but Lou, when you turn it on, you go into that store, it's the Windows symbols on. I'm like, oh shit, I did not notice that. That's pretty cool. I was skeptical of the PC evolution, but loving the Xbox app is very convenient since all games are. Yep, that's how it is. That's how it is, man. And man, it's getting better, Alamax. It keeps on getting better for us. And seriously, I cannot wait for next gen. I mean, remember the slogan on all these YouTubers? What was their number one slogan to tell you guys about? Every time we go in there and talk about Xbox, what they always tell you, if you say, well, Xbox is expensive, well, get a PC. That was their slogan. Why don't you get a PC? Why don't you get a PC? Why don't you get a PC? What is going to be their slogan next after the Xbox becomes a PC? Like it should have been what this. I'll be honest, it should have been this generation, but I'm glad they actually turned things around. But yeah, how will Sony move? Is console gaming dead? RAM pieces, etc. No one buying a 1K PS. That's a good question. I don't know, Alamax. I don't know, Alamax. I seriously don't know how are they going to move because look, they're actually put like for example in that article I just read. I remember a couple months ago he was saying that PlayStation cloud gaming has made a boom. It's going to kill Microsoft cloud gaming. I was like, you know how much time it takes to get there? I mean, look, When did hold on? Let's do a little bit of search because I like to search my things sometimes, right? So let me look for this. When did Xbox Cloud Gaming start? So let's see. Cloud gaming started in 2019. Cloud gaming pretty much started in 2019. Remember, it was a beta. And let me see, it was, let's get it right. It was last year they quit being beta, right? Let's see now. Hold on, let me check this out. So it all started, right, in 2019. Beta release was in 2019. Public launch September 15, 2020 for Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. Console launch November 17, with the service becoming available to Xbox consoles. So it did take them time to get to where they're at. Now they're on Samsung TVs. Now they're on LG TVs. Now it's on Fire Stick. Now it's cell phones. It's evolving, right? But when did they leave beta? Let me hold on a second. When did cloud gaming, Xbox Cloud Gaming, when did cloud gaming leave beta? All right. So let's see there. So Xbox Cloud Gaming has already left its beta period, officially exiting beta in October 2025. So literally, this was almost a month ago. Yeah, a month ago. Yeah. Cloud Gaming 2019 was GeForce and Stadia. I had the Stadia, believe it or not. Really? Oh man. I did not have Stadia, man. I wanted to try that out so bad on the Max, man. I really wanted to try Stadia out. I was sad it died, man. I really wanted to try it out, man. I was like, "Oh, this is the future," and everybody's like, "Nah, it's not." And I'm like, "Hmm." But they're not, it's the future. I think Stadia came out in the wrong time, to be honest, though. Everybody just look at my gamer tag. All right, wait. What's your gamer tag? BB Money. I got a girlfriend. BB Money, what's up, man? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? But yeah, when I read the article though, like I was saying though, it's gonna take PlayStation a lot of time. I was good though. Google repaid me for all. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, that's nice, Alan. That's nice. Good on them though. I'm happy. Good on them. Alan, we gotta invite you to the show one morning, man. You gotta come over here and cook one day with me, man. You bring us some good stuff. You gotta come over here and cook with me one day. It would be fun to have you on here. Yeah, I was shocked when they closed Stadia. Yeah, that's something that really hit me. Because look, here's the thing though, right? When I see something come out, anything that comes out, anything that comes out, I look at it and I'm like, should I be interested or not? When I heard that Google's only going to be in the States, I was like, I was like, no, I was like, no. And I was waiting for Google to expand. I was like, let me wait to expand. And man, when I hear that it got shut down, man, I was so sad. Because here's the thing though, chat. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, man. I'll get you on Twitter. I'll check your channel and stuff and send you one day, an invite to get you on here, man. Seriously. We got to cook one day. We got to cook one day. But like I was saying though, when I saw that it failed, man, it really made me sad because I was like, man, this is pretty sweet, cloud gaming. And also, there's a lot of people out there who use it. Purple was one, Rudix was another person, and all I heard was good stuff about it. So depressed. Louis, when you gonna have Big Me Money as a guest? Why would I listen? If Big Me Money come to my show, he gonna be like, Lou, I got a girlfriend, and just leave me hanging there. That's what he gonna do. Like he did in Call of Duty. He did that. Same thing happened in Call of Duty. We were playing Call of Duty. He said, I got a girlfriend. I'm like, okay. So he left for a moment. Nah, I'm just kidding. Whenever Big Me Money wants, he can come on, man. Of course. Always happy to have people on here. Wow, Xbox didn't remove. I had I had Cyberpunk on Stadia just oh Lord. Yeah, that's not no. Nah. I mean that's something that broke that game when it released. I remember Alan, listen. I was scared with Cyberpunk when it released. Because Alan, I have the story, and this is actually a true story that happened to me when Witcher 3 came out. I think that was gonna be my end because I was so addicted to that game. I'm not kidding. I was so addicted to that game. I was playing that game for nonstop, 2 or 3 weeks, just there, playing. Going to bed at 4 a.m., waking up at 6 to go to work. No joke. The only time I took some sleep was over the weekend. That's it. But I was going to bed at 4, waking up at 6. Going to bed at 4, waking up at 6 to go to work. That was my schedule, Alan, for Witcher 3. And I advanced so much in the game that I got into a point where there was like a glitch or a problem, like a save problem. And Alan, I lost 30 hours of Witcher. 30 hours of Witcher because I did a manual save 30 hours before, that glitch happened. 30 hours before. So I had to go back and get into that. I remember that it took me like a year and a half or two to get back into the game to finish it. And I did not like the way I played it. I haven't gone back to it. Maybe one day I will give it a go. But after that, every time I see a CD Projekt game release, I say, okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait till it gets fixed. Seriously, I'll wait till it gets fixed. I'll wait till all the patches come in and everything, then go ahead and play it. Like a year and a half or two, I bought Cyberpunk. I think it was for 60. And people tell me, no, wait for a sale. I'm like, nah, it's time for me to play it because now it's better. So yeah. Got in and started to play. Good morning. No worries. I'll not be real busy at work, even though it's Thanksgiving in the States. There's tons to do. All right, Joey, have fun, man. Have fun with work, man. Get it done. Get it done. It's cool. No worries, man. It's cool. It's cool. I'm just sitting here just having a good conversation with Alan, just having some fun. I got like 20% into the game and bugged me in the room. The game would not open. And wow, shit. Man, good thing I waited for that game to be fixed, man. Once I saw like a year or two later it was fixed, I bought the game, man. I went in there and bought the game and played it. And man, let me tell you, it was the best experience ever. I got to get back to The Witcher. And it's hard for me to get back because I want to replay it. I want to replay it. Louis, with DR, Louis, with DR power outage, you should save often. No, 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 no. It's okay. I mean, I don't, but because remember now you have quick saves. It wasn't like back in the day with PlayStation. You had to get to a spot in order to save. And I remember having like the good old power supply next to me. Like whenever I was playing like a long game, I took the power supply from my PC, right, and put it on the PlayStation in order for it not to. If power went out, the PlayStation did not die on me. So that way, when the generator came in, I did not miss where I was at because I would be mad. But now with quick save is better, you know. But yeah, that was my problem with Witcher. And after that, I learned my lesson. I said, "See, you probably right. Listen, if Witcher 4 comes out tomorrow, not kidding you, I will wait a year or two. I'm not buying it. Nope. They can come out looking as great as it is, as fun as it is, and everything. No, I will wait a year and a half or two to buy it because I don't want to lose 30 hours again. Screw that. I've been through that." Oh Lord. And I heard that in Cyberpunk you lost your progress, you lost a lot of stuff, you lost money. I said, no, Lou, this is not your time, sir. Do not buy this game now. Hold up and buy it later. And that's what I did. And when I bought it, it was at $60, and people were like, wait first. I'm like, nah, I'm ready to play it. So I did not care. I bought it for 60, even though it was 2 years old, I did not care. Yes, sir. But it might as better than the main game. I mean, look, Witcher is a fun game no matter what. Just Gwent by itself, exploring, doing everything you got to do in that game is just amazing. It's one of the best open world games out there. Well, I mean, if you tell me comparing it to what's the other game called? Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, it's got a pretty good exploration. They really do a good job with the exploring. You never get tired of it. It's like you don't want to finish the game. Same thing happened to me with Cyberpunk. When I got to the end, I was like, should I finish it? Should I not? I don't want to finish this game. And then I tell myself, Lou, you got to move on. There's more games to play. Don't be stuck on this one. Move on, move on. And so, yeah, I went on and finished it. And yeah. But Cyberpunk is, after it got patched, I said, I'm down for it. You know? Let's see. Stadia had one problem, and it was doomed to fail. Really? What was the problem, David Cohen? No. No, happy Thanksgiving to you, my brother Joey. Happy Thanksgiving to your brother. Seriously. Joey, ready with that turkey. Yeah, it still holds up. It's still a beautiful game. You know what? Maybe it's time for me to go back and play it. I'll probably give it a go. Yeah. Why not? I don't know if I had the no, we got Terminator 2D game coming up. Yeah. I don't have the time though. It didn't launch the own game. How about Cyberpunk Xbox One version? when it dropped to $20 and waited for them to fix it. Yeah, that's the thing though. We had to wait. Joey the diver. Yes, sir. He is the diver. Man, Joey wants me to buy that game, man. I'm scared to buy it. It's one of those games where I'm scared to buy it. It's like, buy it, Lou, buy it. I'm so scared to buy it because I know if I buy it, I'll be addicted to it. I don't want to be addicted to that game. No, 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 no. I'm too tired of being addicted to games, guys. Too many games to be addicted to. Louis SpongeBob Titans Untied is having problem issues with players playing it due to being UE5. It's making me want to skip it until they issues get ironed out. Yeah, that's the thing though. That's something that's happening a lot this year, and I keep talking about that. These guys release these games, right? And even though they're UE5, they got to fix all these problems. I don't know what's going on this year with these game releases. Seriously, they need to stop doing that. A lot of people missing that from chat today. Why is it forcing them to spend time with it? Nah, be honest with you, we got a pretty good flow, man. I mean, we got up to 37 earlier, so yeah, we got a pretty good flow. We got a pretty good flow going on, man. I'm happy for it. Man, I'm telling you, Farq, he said it's about fishing. And let me tell you something, chat. I love them good old fishing games. I remember one time people pick up, how can you play that fishing game? There's so much to play. Like, hey, don't mess around with my fishing games, man. I love me when I see that big old fish coming up on the screen, man. I love it. I'm like, yeah, cut that sucker. If only fishing games were as real as in real life, huh, Farq? Like if you throw in the pole and you catch right away, man. Like you doing those fishing games, man. Oh man, that was like real life, man. Woo! Yep. But like I said though, like like I was telling David Cohen, man, I don't know what's going on this gen. Like I was like almost all games that happen to do that, yeah. Chris Ramos says, I like fishing games too. Oh yeah, that's so amazing, man. I'd rather fish in real life. Well, I'd rather do that too. And the beauty about fishing in real life was so serious is you actually got a beer, you go out there and fish. But But ah man, shit. Look at what Fark brings up. Son of a bitch, man. Look what Fark ought to bring up. Fark you. Why out of all games, you ought to bring why do you have to bring that game up? Why? Why? The best fishing game. Why? Why do you have to bring that up? Why? The best fishing game out there. I mean, I was in that because just like that. Ooh, man. Oh, Lord. That is one of the best games out there from Dreamcast, man. I can't believe they don't keep on doing that stuff. I remember this. I don't know what this game was called on PlayStation though. Dude, it was awful. It was awful though. But it was fun though. I bought the game because it had like a controller with the fishing rod. I remember that was expensive though. I think that sucker was like $80. Yeah, it was like $80. Back in the day, $80 in the PS2 era was pretty expensive though. I remember I got that game with the PlayStation fishing rod, man. And I remember running through my boat. The boat, man, turning on the boat was the most annoying thing in that game. And then you have to throw in the rod. And oh Lord, man, shit. So much fun, man. So much fun. But my favorite one was the Bass Fishing Game on Dreamcast. Wow, it was amazing. Yeah, that was some fishing game. Yeah. I couldn't get my hands onto it. No, I couldn't get my hands to it. I wonder, FARQ, is there? Hmm. Hold up a second. I had to get past 3 ads. There was some fishing controller. Let me see. Are there still fishing rod controllers though? Let's see. Amazon.com. Let's go search for it. Fishing rod controllers. Fishing rod controllers. Oh wow. Holy but that's for Switch though. Look at this. Nintendo's got one. It's called Fishing Star Wars Tour. Why did I not get this? It's only $44 with a controller. Oh shit! I'm ordering that sucker. Man. I'm about to order that sucker. Stop me, chat. I'm about to order it. Stop me. Holy shit! I'm about to get myself that. Really? VR has a fishing rod controller too. I don't got a VR though. Damn it. Yeah. But yeah, that's. I typed in for Xbox. It doesn't have one. For PlayStation, only has it for VR. It seems. Oh no, we don't have it there. No, 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 no. Read the reviews first, though. Uh oh. Uh oh. I liking this. Justin Broman, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. How you doing, Justin? GTA 6 better to have fishing in Florida. I'm with you, Game On Jesse. If it don't have fishing, I'll be pissed. You know what? It better have fishing. Because if not, I think it does have fishing though. Because you go out there for gators though. Yeah, I gotta watch some videos though. Because man, I'm telling you, I love playing those fishing games. Like, imagine that. Can you imagine? You like, oh shit, hold on. Oh, shit, I'm just laughing. I mean, I'm laughing at something that shouldn't be laughing at. But remember back in the day when the Switch came, when not the Switch, the what was it? The Wii came out. You had those nunchuck controllers, and you saw people like like literally when they were like or bowling or something, they accidentally chucked the controller to the TV. Oh Lord, I felt so bad for them, man. I felt bad. I'm just laughing because they accidentally broke the TV though, but I felt bad though. I was like, shit. But yeah. Oh man, seriously, if it works for RQ, I will get it and just go fishing. Yeah, the thing is, current consoles aren't weak, but UE5 is being pushed too much. The Xbox Series X is powerful, but deserve better than UE5 slop. If devs suck with UE4, they would have been smart. Hold up a second. Let me look for something up. Good thing you're bringing that up. Let me see. Uh, I'm looking something up. So, hold on. I'm looking at something. This is kind of interesting. Okay, there you go. See, yeah. So here's the thing, though, and this is the funny part. Fortnite runs 4K 60 native on Xbox, right? So basically, it seems like Fortnite does not have a problem. Interesting though. With UE5, because Fortnite is in UE5 though, it doesn't have a problem though. I think like there's an issue there, and these and Epic, for example, needs to sit down with those guys and talk to them and show them how UE5 works and get the games running at 4K native 60. Because if they can get Fortnite to run on a Series X. I mean, even though it does not ask that much challenge for graphics, because even though Fortnite looks good and fun, but I think these guys can actually do something about it. Yeah, we can all go fishing on. Nah, baby money. We don't listen, baby money. I know what's gonna happen. We go fishing with you, man. I know what's gonna happen. We go fishing. We go fishing with you on the game. You're gonna throw the rod. You're gonna get a catch, and then you're gonna say, "I got a girlfriend," and just leave the fish right there running around the fishing rod. Probably break the line. Knowing you, you would probably not even catch it. That's what's gonna happen. Dude, my last Battlefield 6 game last night, I revived 84 teammates in one match as a medic. Nice, that's cool, man. That's cool. Should I get Metal Gear Solid Delta on sale for 30? Why not? Get it. I am not, especially how the game launched. It's actually a good price though. Go ahead and get it. Don't be afraid to get it, man. If you're a Metal Gear fan, get it and have fun, man. Seriously, have fun. Silent Cypher played it and he had fun, even though he ran into a couple of things, but it wasn't that bad. He finished it and he had fun. So yeah, go for it. Because UE4 is older than mean devs will be able to optimize. Yeah. Wow. I mean, last night I was playing Battlefield with my friend Diego from Dominican with El Manuel, and who else jumped in? It was me, Diego, Manuel, and one more person. Me, Diego Manuel, and who was the last person? Oh, Juan Pablo, yeah. So it was me, him, and we were playing. Yesterday we were playing Battlefield. Is it Battlefield 6? It's Battlefield 6 because I keep forgetting. Yeah. So, but we were playing Battlefield 6. We ran in there, man, and shot the place up, man. We were playing Breakthrough, and my God, there was one area where we went in this small like house outside of a town, like a small house. And I went in there and started shooting. I killed one person. All of a sudden, all I see is poof. poof, rocket launchers, grenades. I mean, the whole place, you couldn't see jack shit. We saw bad guys running in. They were like just shooting them like crazy. Like, oh, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. I got like 6 kills on that part. No joke. Because the guys were running in there trying to be medics and revive the other one. And I had to shoot down on the floor and shoot them up again. I was like, oh, man. It was a blast. It was just a blast playing around. Yeah. It was a blast. But we did win that match. We won several breakthroughs. We did a rush where we kicked ass in rush. Mm-hmm. On team deathmatch, it was okay. But the thing is, I do not know why. I don't know if it's me or not, but I do not like. There's some odd reason, but team deathmatch in that game, I don't feel it. Like it feels like in Call of Duty. I don't know why it does not feel that well. I don't know, Chad. I mean, you ask me, I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't feel as good though. You know, doesn't feel as good though. It's bad when Rockstar minigames are better than some other. Well, I mean, that's true though. I mean, they do a pretty good job with the mini games. That's what's fun about Rockstar games. The mini games are also fun. They're not boring. The side quests are also fun. They're not boring. That's what keeps you intrigued into these big open world games. It's their mini games. Tennis game is fun. Golf is fun. What else is fun in Rockstar, man? All those mini games are just super fantastic though. They are. I don't know why it does not have spearfishing though. They should add spearfishing. They should because I mean, when you get in that dinghy and you run out to the ocean, you jump from the dinghy, you get a scuba diving suit, you go explore the ocean. That's pretty cool though. They should do a fishing mode in it. I'm all about the conquest mode though. I don't like conquest. That's the mode I don't like that much because it's too big of a map. You got to run around a lot to do something. Ugh. It's and to get kills, you got to run around a lot. And I know a lot of people like to use the vehicles though, and that's why I like breakthrough because in breakthroughs you do get vehicles, you do get stuff, but you gotta keep moving in order to get to the objective. And people are like, yeah, they gotta camp because here's the thing about team deathmatch and conquest, right? They camp a lot in team deathmatch and conquest. Because in team deathmatch, all you gotta do is wait for the person to come by for you to shoot them. And conquest, right? What I do is you get close to the objective, they're already camping there with snipers and just shooting your head off all over the place. But a breakthrough though, you gotta move. They're obligated to move. They can probably find a spot to camp for just a little bit, but again, they got to move. They can't be there all the time because you get around to them and get them. Because I remember one spot though, they were camping right, and I said, okay, let me go to the left, and guess what? They were so focused on shooting the guys up front that were running. I took down like 7 guys that were camping. I literally took them all down because I run with the big machine gun with the 100 bullets in Battlefield. That's the way I like to play with a big ass machine gun, and I was just shooting all of them. All of them went down. I got my 7 kills and just kept on going forward and let the team move in. That's the thing though. In breakthrough, you gotta focus. You can't focus on that one area though. You gotta be active because if not, someone will get around and and what's that? Oh, I said the word before. And ooh, what's the word? Oh well, come around and and spawn on them and just take them down. Let me see. I never liked Battlefield 3. Was boring for my answer to this campaign. Rockstar can never beat Doom though. Ah, you can never beat Doom. Well, that's a totally different game though. Doom is different from those Rockstar games though. You cannot compare to Doom. And shout out to the 35 people here on the show hanging out with me today, especially on Thanksgiving. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Their biggest difference in COD this year is the aim assist on pad is a little less and slightly slower movement. Hmm. But COD though, like I said, the campaign is good with friends, but the story is it's okay. You know, let's play a fish game. Seriously, everybody on Game Pass. Nah, BB Money, you gotta see. I got a girlfriend, gotta go. I know you, BB Money. You've done it to me so many times. Yeah, we can do that one day. Just chill and have a beer and play some fishing games. We can do that. No problem. Yeah, that was my experience yesterday on Battlefield 6 yesterday. We had a blast though. We had a blast. Played like two team death matches. Played two break. I think it was 2 or 3 breakthroughs and one rush. And rush, man, I love rush. Oof, I played rush back in the day like crazy. Back in my good old Battlefield days. But yeah, but this Battlefield is good though. It's good. It's way more better than Battlefield 2042. 100%. You gotta say the truth. It's amazingly better. But like I said yesterday, I finished Crime Scene Simulator. It's a fun game to play. Guys, try it out. I know it was recommended to me. It's been on Game Pass for quite some time. It does have an issue that whenever it loads up, sometimes it kicks you out to the screen. But when you head back in, you're on the level. But either way, though, it's a fun game to play. It's simple, it's easy. You just gotta go out there, clean some stuff, upgrade your cleaning kits and everything. Pick up the bodies, throw them into the truck. It's really good entertainment, and it's got a good story to it. I really enjoyed it. Really good, really good. I mean, it's a game that really. I hope they do make a part two. It deserves it because it's a really fun game. Really, it is. So try it out. Crime Scene Simulator. It's on Game Pass, guys. Try it out. If you guys want to buy it, go for it. It's a really good game to play. I still don't like how Battlefield handles matchmaking compared to COD, though. I'm reconverted to COD since on Game Pass. Okay, I see now. It's been since May when I played during the Dark Ages. The game was like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Interns are being great. Fun, exciting, well made. The Bam McGarrett drama was BS, though. Ah, Tibicoin is learning from social media. Yes, sir. All that. Listen, you guys need to understand. People like to talk a lot out there. They do. At the end of the day, though, you take it as a grain of salt when it's BS, or you just if you take it personally, no, don't take that stuff personally. Like for example, they're saying that Xbox is dead, the Xbox is dying, all that stuff is just crap. It just gets some clicks because of course, it's in the algorithm. You get some clicks. Um, it sucks to have to do that. I don't focus on killing. I'm always trying to maximize my roll depending on what class I'm on. I've got up to 25, 30K points by doing no justice, healing, or repairs, etc. with low kills. Yep, that's the whole point about Battlefield. The whole point is not killing. But me, I like to go in there and destroy everything. That's my job, man. I like to go in there and destroy everything, just shoot things down. I'm a support gunner, man. That's it. And if I gotta fix my tanks, I'll fix my tanks. Yes, sir, I'll fix them. But my thing is shoot everything down, tear everything up. I love doing that. That's my thing. I will suck as a medic though, but I gotta give it a whirl one day. Sniper, I suck. But at the end of the day, though, um, that's the drama. It's the thing though. People have to go out there and complain just to get the clicks. That's what they do. They go out there and complain just to get clicks. Yep, bitch. Oh, troll. That's how it is. The whole Xbox is dead drama is just old. All we gotta do is just see it, laugh at it, or say, "Oh, what's happening now?" Like I do all the time. That's all I do. I say, "Oh, what's happening now?" Though that's all I say out there. I love being the tank second gunner. Yeah, it's better to be the second gunner than be the guy who's shooting that rocket though. Ugh, and driving that tank, you gotta practice. Ooh man. Oh man. Let me see. Power has achieving the final loss of 42 million yen in the fiscal year ending March 25, promoting licensed businesses of Power and Home Broad. Okay, that's the gaming biz stuff. Okay. Oh, let's see now. Let's see what else is cooking out there. No, not yet, guys. I mean, I'm right here chilling with y'all today. I'm right here chilling. You guys wanted a show today? We got a show going. Yes, sir. I mean, PS Plus is going to get an interesting game this month. It's getting the Horizon Lego. Wow, look at that. Plume is now, this guy is the Xbox version of MBG. No. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you something. No, no, no. You are wrong. He he is the Xbox version of Jason Biggs. Or Jason Biggs. Is it Jason Biggs? Did I type it right? Let me see. Jason Biggs. Jason Biggs. There you go. Yes, got it. Let's get that trending out there. Plume, I'm about to throw you out there, Plume. Let's see now. There you go. Got it. Nope, he is the Xbox version of Jason Biggs. Nah, I'm not gonna put that out there. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna put that out there. But now they're calling Plume the MBG of gaming. And Lenny, thank you, Lou. Although I may respectfully disagree on some points, I respect you and your opinions. What do you disagree with me on, Eleni? What do you disagree with me on, Eleni? Because listen, Eleni, let me tell you something. Look, right? If you listen, look, you got the thing is, you got your pro, right? And people might say, Louis hates the PlayStation. Louis hates this thing. No, no, no. What I really hate is the narratives that the PlayStation fanboys bring. That's the thing I hate the most. I don't want PlayStation to die or anything. For example, when you guys talk to me about the Pro, and you guys bring up the Pro, and when I say it's expensive and all this stuff, it's because listen, I'm not saying the Pro is not powerful. Right? I'm not saying the Pro does not have the power to do whatever it does. Look, all these consoles have the power to do what it can do. The problem is that we have now. I mean, you already saw what David Cohen said. You already saw what a lot of people say out here. Is that we got devs, throwing out these games with a couple problems, and we gotta wait till they patch it up. And you just bought a console that supposedly is supposed to fix this problem, but we know it's not going to fix it. It's not the console the problem. The problem is the dev situation, though. That's that's how I see it, and that's the truth, though. So it's $700 down the drain because you bought this thinking that this will be a solution to this problem, and it's not. It's not the solution, though. It's like what I said, though. If Xbox actually brought out a console, it's like if Xbox brought up a console like the PS5 Pro, saying, "Man, we got RDNA 3.0, we got all this stuff, almighty and powerful, but yet we got these games that come out and see it that they're going up upscale 4K 60." I'm like, basically, it's the same thing as the Series X. I'm just gonna stay here. That's it. And yeah, they showed you the Pizzer Tech like it was the greatest thing, and Pizzer Tech has had its problems. So that's the thing, though. There are many things game journalists misunderstand to how to play Doom the Arcade. It's a trick to utilize it as upgrading the game, so it's more than a couple problems. Well, I mean, they always complain about something though. PS5 Pro is a small improvement and no reason to upgrade. Yeah, that's the only thing about it though. I mean, it's a small improvement. If it was like a great expand, like if I, for example, if I saw that the PS5 Pro, literally all the games that got PS5 Pro enhanced were running 4K 60, I would say, you see, I'm looking at you now. But the thing is, I'm not getting all of it. It's just the frames that are better, but it's still 2K upscaling to 4K. I'm like, nah, it's not worth it. And probably some details may look better, right? But at the end of the day, it's just details, though. And I don't play games for details. I play games for fun. Details are fun to see for a little while, but no, 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 no. After you get into action mode, you forget about the details and go in and shoot things. That's what you do. So let's see what else is cooking out there. That's my main complaint about games on PlayStation 5 Pro. Like they're trying to sell you, it's kind of like the whole SSD thing. They were trying to sell you the SSD like it was the best improvement on the hardware, but we all caught up to that lie though, and we all talked about it. That was a lie, and basically it was a lie. It's about optimizing the software to take 100% advantage of utilizing hardware. In other words, getting the best out of each console, 100%. And that's something that's not being utilized this generation. We're seeing it all the time with all these consoles. We're seeing it. And it sucks that we had to deal with that. But hey, it is what it is. What's important is that the gameplay is fun and we are having a blast. Yes, sir. Drink some water now. Mm. Multiple platforms are currently down worldwide 20 hours ago. Okay. Nice. Let's see now. I guess that was fixed. That was 20 hours ago. No. So I'm seeing a guy posting a video on how roaches are getting into your console. And people are like, the PlayStation, let me tell you something. Roaches are the most annoying little creature in the world, man. No matter how clean you have the house, I don't know how the hell those MFers always get in. No joke. Huh. Freaking roaches. Hate them. So let's see now. The Dust Plus. Isn't the Dust Plus the game that's coming out? That's the game that's coming out to what's it called? To Nintendo, isn't it? Yeah. SSD has had the secret sauce and Mark Cerny is a genius. Good times. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, those were good times. I mean, they were like, yeah, the SSD is behind the power. I'm like, no. I mean, when I heard a couple, like, here's the thing though. The problem with these guys is they only lock in to what a PlayStation guy says, and what he says is true. It has happened to us all, right? We have always locked into some people. We're like, oh, well, this man said it's true. Well, this man said it's true. Well, this man said it's true. But when you see the machines come out, it's not what they said though. Remember that guy? I forgot the name of that guy. He was out there, saying, "Oh, the PS5 Pro is RDNA 4, RDNA 3 is close to 5080, blah blah blah." Remember that? He even brought up a fake ass spec sheet. I was like, "Huh? Dear Lord, you guys remember that?" He said, "Yeah, I got a spec sheet right here, and I'm posting it." Yeah, like PlayStation will give you a spec sheet. Whew. He probably saw something in Reddit and picked it up and threw it out there. That was so funny. My God. PS5 as a Roach Motel has some more than one instance. Ah, Justin Bro, man, let me tell you something. Anything that has holes on it is a Roach Motel. That sucks. So that's why you got to keep on checking your machines because the thing is, we don't. Here's a funny thing though, right? We need to always look at our stuff, our machines, no matter what machine you have. You can have the cleanest kitchen, you can have the cleanest house, but anything that has a hole in it, that's a motel for insects. You always got to keep on checking your stuff. It's crazy. You guys don't understand that. It's insane. You can have the cleanest house in the world, but if these guys find, like for example, box of carton or anything, they will go in there and move. And you can fumigate the whole house, kill like 5 or 6 of them, but they already are everywhere. But yeah, it's insane. It's insane. But the thing is, we see it a lot on PS5 consoles because they got to repair it a bit more. Something that media doesn't tell you about. But hey, if you do say that though, you get slandered for it. Mm, yep. Let me see. PS5s. Let me see. The SSD does the same thing in the Xbox Series X. However, here's the into thing. It's loading faster on Xbox Series consoles. Yeah, that's how it is, man. But let me tell you something. When it comes to PlayStation games, boom, it does it fast, right? Look, you buying any game related holiday sales? Well, I mean, I gotta go buy Dave the Diver because Joey keeps on pushing me to buy that game. Now, I know I'm gonna get addicted to it. I know I'm gonna get addicted to it. And Joey said it's addicting, so I gotta give it a go though. I gotta give it a go. Living in hot climes with cockroaches are a problem. I had the same issue and live in Thailand, even though I had kept. Yep, that's how it is, man. It's annoying. Last night, chat. Last night, I went into my kitchen. My kitchen is clean. I do not like smells. I do not like garbage. I don't like nothing. I hate that. Hate that, right? I could be a bit disorganized though, but when it comes to the kitchen, it's clean. I killed 7 roaches last night. I'm already contacted the fumigating company to come and fumigate to actually have a little bit of control. But where did they come from? I don't know. Maybe I got a nasty neighbor on here. I don't know. But that's the thing though. It's so annoying. 7 little roaches I killed. I was like, where the hell these guys come from? I mean, this house is clean. What the hell? They don't care. They just go in and wonder. So let's see now. What else is cooking? Yay! Well, you got Outlast Trials, Killing for 3. I don't know what the hell that is. And Neon Whites. Yep. Games for PlayStation Plus. Have fun, you PlayStation fans. Enjoy. Cyberpunk sold 35 million. Pretty sweet. Oh, so Dying Light keeps on getting updates? Nice. So when the time comes when I play that new Dying Light game, it's already updated and good. Thank God. So let's see now what's happening. Do 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 do. Well, I guess that's all gaming news, I think. Gotta get pest control to come until at least. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, it's so annoying. I'm like, All right, let me see. Our Mark Sock Raider, because I don't know why it's reading the emails though, but hey, I haven't gamed on PlayStation console since 2002, and man, it came out on PlayStation. How awesome the graphics were! Yeah, the good times, man. Because that was something we were amazed by the graphics. But now it's all details. Now the upgrades are more details, and of course, they add new moves and stuff like that. It gets better with the moves, but at the end of the day, though, I mean, with gaming nowadays, it's like I'm looking way more further into the indie games more than the big AAA games. No joke. I talked about this before, and man, I am loving the indie games more than ever. No Rogers where I live, but in the month of June, the earwigs all through July. Earwigs. Oh Lord, let me see what earwigs are. Can't imagine what the heck that is. Ugh, those things probably sting your ass. Oh Lord, look at them damn claws. Hell no. Are earwigs dangerous? No, earwigs are not dangerous despite the introducing pincers. They cannot sting and do not have venom. Phew. Thank God they don't sting. That would have been annoying. Imagine that. Boom, sting you. No. Mm-mm. But still, that's a scary ass bug. Shit. It's like mosquitoes, man. Mosquitoes are annoying as hell. We're trying to sleep, but flying to you. Ah! Hate them mosquitoes. So let's see now. What else is cooking? I'm going down the list, guys. I'm going down the list. Going down the list. Going down the list. Battlefield 6 is available for 35 bucks on Amazon, guys. You guys want to get Battlefield 6 is available for $35. Go to Amazon right now and buy that sucker. Oh wow, what is this game though? Okay, get me in there. Stop with the verifying. Ooh. I'm seeing something interesting here. Come on, man. Stop with that ad thing. Former 360 exclusive is getting remade that might skip Xbox. Oh, never mind. Here comes the bad news now. No Steins Gate reboot Xbox has been confirmed yet. Oh, Steins Gate. Okay, that's the game. Okay, all right. Never heard of it, but keep on moving. Beep 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 beep. Only game that interests me in December PS Plus games is Killing Floor 3 and the second game on PC. Nice. I switched to Xbox when they released the game demo for the original Battlefield game, and we could play that single map. We played over and over. Then came Ghost Recon Splinter Cell. Yes, sir. Those Ghost Recon games were fantastic, man. Woo. By the way, of all this, I keep my new bedroom, my new house clean. My house is very nice. It's huger, but better than the last house I lived in. My new house is massive. Yep. Stranger Things is good. Wow. Is Boom? I do not know if Boom's having a show today. I don't know. I got stung, bitten by millipedes that hurt so bad I could feel the poison going. Ew, centipedes. Yep. Oh, that sting hurts, man. That sting hurts. You gotta watch for that. Ugh. Those things hurt. And tarantula bites hurt too. Damn, man. Tarantula bites hurt too. Ugh, those are terrible. Remember when I lived in the States, man? I remember there was a website called G Herb. I think it was G Herb. They sold animals, right? Let me see. It was a G Herb sold sold animals. Let me see. Now, was it G Herb? Yeah, they sold a bunch of animals back in there. I got my snakes. I used to own anacondas, stuff like that. I love buying snakes. Snake is one of my actual. If you ask me, one of my favorite pets was a snake, though. So one day I decided to buy a tarantula, and guess what tarantula I bought? I bought the big old what's it called? That one from Brazil. Is it from Brazil though? What's the tarantula called? The one that's got 2-inch fangs. Hold up. Uh, Tarantula with 2-inch fangs. What was the tarantula called? The Goliath bird eating spider. Yeah, I bought a Goliath bird eater, right? I bought that tarantula, right? And man, let me tell you something. I decided to one day like to carry it, put it on my arm. When that thing went, I said, "That's it. Not dealing with this. Nope." Sold that sucker right away. No, 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 no. No, I sold that sucker right away. I don't want to have that feeling, man. That tingly feeling of that thing crawling on you and not knowing if it's gonna bite you, because at least snakes, they get in a crow position. They're gonna strike though. You know when a snake is gonna strike because you know it. But a tarantula though, no, you do not know when that sucker's gonna bite. You don't see it unless if they get into that position where they put the legs up. It's pissed. But no, 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 no. Not only that, those hairs, man, they sting you. Hell no, they sting you like crazy. Not dealing with that again. No, no, I sold that sucker right away. No, 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 no. But yeah, I got one time I was a young kid. There was a wild tarantula. I remember I was like poking it, and the tarantula came at me because those fuckers are fast. It came at me and took a bite out of me. And yeah, that poison did not kill me, but it did bother me. It did bother me. It did bother me for a bit. I got a little bit of fever though. Safo, happy Turkey Day to you too. How you doing, Safo? What's cooking? You already know they're harmless, but just look creepy as fuck. But they're everywhere. In those 2 months, they hide anywhere in the moisture, so they hide in water cups. Ah, no. Can you imagine you swallowing that earwig? Ugh. Nah. And I got stung bitten by. Let me see. I never got bit by tarantula, but I've eaten one in Cambodia. How do they taste though? I heard they taste like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Watch Kentucky Fried Chicken come at me and say, "Lou, we do not, you know, all the Goliaths get huge." Yes, they do, sir. Yes, they do, and they're aggressive as hell. Not buying no more tarantulas in my life. But yeah, I did own pet snakes, man. It was good times. Good times. I miss my snakes, man. I used to have a boa constrictor here. I had an adult one, and it was a Colombian red tail boa, and it was the tamest boa in the world, man. I love that snake. It was so tame. It was nice. You could put it around your neck and everything, carry it around. It was so tame. In fact, my new bedroom. Hey, Sith Lord. Good morning to you. So how you doing, Sith Lord? What's cooking? In fact, my new bedroom is more grown up because it's huger and more beautiful than I realized. My old bedroom at my old home, was made with young children. Yeah, I hate when you have to go like home shopping. That's something that this is why, like, for when I was looking apartment shopping, my main complaint was I need bigger rooms. And nowadays, like, rooms in the construction is almost like half of this. Half of this is a room right now, and the main room is as big as this room. I was like, no, we got to look for something with a big room. So we found this apartment. I love the room. I love how it was distributed. This apartment is perfect. So that's why I moved over here. The other thing is we got to change this damn Chinese porcelain floor. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, China, well, you got what we talk. I'm going down the list to see what we can find though. Oof, Marvel Cosmic Invasion is coming soon, guys. Remember that. Stranger Things, yes, sir. I'm about to switch computers, Lafa. Apparently, they can't just turn off for very long. Really? No, Safa, you gotta buy a new computer? That sucks. Hmm. Going down the list to see what else I can find. Zoopunk, more stuff on Zoopunk. We already talked about Zoopunk the other day. Yes. Have fun with Zoopunk when that game releases. Well, I guess that's it. I guess we went through everything because now I'm looking at 2 week old things. Nah, to be honest, not really though. Because the thing is, right? They were calling like moving around here is not that expensive though. I didn't have that much furniture, but buying new, but of course, you have family. They give you furniture. We got a lot of cool furniture. We got a lot of couches, a lot of tables. So yeah, it was nice though. And shout out to the 40 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Do so. Do hit that bell. Do it. Hit it, chat. Man, let's see what else is cooking. But yeah, I mean, I think we went all over the news and talked about everything that we had to cover. Yep, we did talk about everything that was going on Twitter. Tomorrow, guys, we're gonna talk about the Windows Experience chat. That's what we're gonna do. What was the Manhunt movie trailer? There was a Manhunt movie trailer. I do not know. Let's go look for that. Let's see now. YouTube Manhunt. That was a good game back in the day. Oh wow, we are getting a Manhunt movie though. Oh, it was a brutal fan made short. Okay, this is a brutal fan made short. I see now. It says the official for trailer for Manhunt, brutal fan made short inspired by 2002 classic Manhunt, written, directed, edited, and color graded by Isaac Garcia. All right, it's a yeah. That'll be interesting to see though. But wait a minute, we had a movie called Manhunter, wasn't it? It was with what's his name? Uh, wasn't that movie with Hannibal Lecter though? Yeah, it was with Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, that was basically like the first Hannibal Lecter movie. It was called Manhunt or something like that. Remember that, chat? I don't know if you guys went back to Silence of the Lamb stuff, but yeah, I think there was a movie called. Let me see, Hannibal the Can. Let me see, Hannibal Lecter movies. Yeah, Manhunter, 1986. I knew it. Yeah, Manhunter. Yeah, 1986. I think that movie was about the Red Dragon. Yeah, that was about the Red Dragon. Then they remade the Red Dragon. Yeah. I remember that. And that guy who played Hannibal Lecter did not do as good as a job. Yeah, he did not do as good as a job though. I like better what's his name? Anthony Hopkins though. Oh man. That's so freaky, man. Can you imagine talk like seriously, like I remember one time there was an actress that was dating him and she's like, I had to break up with him because every time I looked at him I thought he was Hannibal Lecter. I was like, oh Lord, he did such a good job that people were so scared of him being Hannibal Lecter. That's funny. That's a funny story, yeah. Into the bumblebee abuse. mm, mm. But yeah, Manhunt, the game. It's getting a fan made trailer. We gotta check that out. You did? Brian Cox was good in Manhunter, different from Anthony Hopkins though. Yeah, yeah. But how did you guys like? For example, for you, who was? Let's have some fun with this one. Who was for you, Chad, the best Hannibal Lecter though? Was it on Anthony Hopkins? Was it on Now's what's his name? Now's I forgot. I don't know how to say his name though. From Hannibal, the TV show, or that 1986 Hannibal though from Manhunter. Who was the best Hannibal Lecter, or the young version of Hannibal Lecter, which we totally forget. Hannibal Rising. Yep, weird stuff there. And then for me, nice. Hawkins is the best, but Cox was good too. Yeah. Moving has helped me over one thing: the hard for most humans to come fear. I was fearful at first, but what? I never fear for moving though. I never fear for moving. Every time I move, I'm just happy. I'm always happy. Like if I move, the only thing I hate is packing. But other than that, and I'm packing. But other than that, though, once you're at home and you're sitting here like you got your own house, peaceful, no one bothers you. It's the best place in the world. Manhunt is the gist game it should have been. Really, you think so though? Wow. But how would a Jason game the go though? Oh, I thought it was the fan was turning on. So wait, who turned on the fan though? I was about to jump up scared there. Turn on the AC again. Yeah, I mean, I love those Hannibal movies, and that Hannibal TV show was pretty good. I know they made a Clarice show, but I don't think it did not do that as well though. Let me see. It was a Clarice show. Clarice Hannibal show. Let me see. There was a TV series from Clarice though, but it did not do that well though. It was called the CBS series Clarice. Yeah, Clarice. I think that show got canceled though. Only had 13 episodes. Yeah, I didn't do as well though as the other one. Yeah. Welcome to Derry is good. I have not seen it yet. Can you guys believe that? I have not seen it. I'm catching up to things. Right now I'm in, I don't know why, but I go through some weird phases, right? Like right now I'm watching Men in Black. I'm 2 3 now. I'm watching Men in Black. I decided to watch Men in Black, right? Just to have a little bit of fun. But last week, what did I watch? Oh, I watched Blade though. Blade, are you ready to die? I was born ready, motherfucker. Some motherfuckers always want to go. Well, this is some motherfuckers always want to skate uphill. Oh man, that's my favorite quote, man. Man, Wesley Snipes kicks ass in Blade, man. And Blade Trinity though, it's not that bad. It's just it skips too much though, but it's not that bad though. I like. That's the first time when I saw Ryan Reynolds in that movie, and I said Ryan Reynolds should play Deadpool right there. Like literally, like that was the time when I was convinced that Ryan Reynolds should play Deadpool, and there it is. He's Deadpool. They're using the books version of the series. I love it. Which one? Oh, from Derry. Okay, okay. Nice, nice, nice. I gotta really watch Derry. Welcome to Derry. I gotta watch it, man. I gotta watch it. So much good stuff out there. One shot at it and didn't get near the screen time as Hawkins. I just call him different. Nick Nicholson did great as Hannibal in the show. I am. Yeah, he did. He did pretty good though. But I gotta give him hands down to the damn that detective though. That detective was oof. He really nailed it. That detective was pretty amazing. Like every time he entered the room and just to describe the crime scene and everything that happened, it felt like he was like a Sherlock Holmes. Like it was like Sherlock Holmes. Remember Sherlock Holmes in the movie? And when you watch Robert Downey Jr., it's like, well, I gotta punch him this way, I gotta do this. It felt the same way, when I was watching Hannibal. Like he goes in the apartment and said, this pretty amazing stuff. I think they use that same method in Alan Wake, the game, Alan Wake 2, which is pretty cool. You have to be aware of the problems your apartment could have over time. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's something that always happens. Listen, if you got a house, you got to deal with it. Yeah. Censor says it's creepy. How is it creepy though? Like I don't understand because here's what's funny though. Like every time I go into movies or shows these days, I don't feel the creepiness like people feel it. I don't get it. I don't feel creepy like how it was back in the day. Like how The Omen was creepy, how Hannibal Lecter was creepy. Like that's a creepy movie, man. Like Hannibal Lecter, and also that's a creepy movie. Like all those movies, mm, you know. I gotta really check it out because people are like, "Oh, I'm so scared of it." When I saw the movie It, I was like, "But I'm not scared of it though." You saw the clown with the I'm like, "Okay, cool. That's it." But nah, I wasn't scared of it though. It doesn't scare me. You know, it's good. Oh, I never sat down and read what's it called a Stephen King book. I never sat down and did that in my life. I should have done that. But I did read a lot of Goosebumps though, and they sucked though. I can't believe I was actually enjoying Goosebumps. I hated it. When I got older, I read Goosebumps. I'm like, man, why did I sit down and watch this? You can't watch shows unless, yeah. I'm like that too. I usually wait. I usually wait. The OG it was all right. It wasn't scary though. You ever get the creeps? I don't think so. No. I don't know if I get it because nowadays, like this, like I've seen people watch movies. They told me it's the scariest movie ever. But when I go in there and watch it, I don't get as scared as I did back in the 80s or 90s scary movies. It's kind of like a different twist to it. It's different. Now, when it comes down to what's this movie called? You are the one with the lady and the guy. The Conjuring, right? The Conjuring, though, that one was scary. That one was creepy, though. Yeah. Nowadays, they use loud sounds to be scared, and then they use atmosphere. Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, it gets you the creeps, man. Woo! Remember Pet Cemetery? Oh shit! Oh crap! Oof. That's true though. I mean, even puppet. I don't know if you guys ever seen Puppet Master with little miniature sized pinhead. I forgot the skull's name. I used to own all those puppets, man. Shit, they got lost for one time when I moved from the states to here. But I used to own those puppets, man. I gotta get those puppets here. But man, I used to love Puppet Master. Oof, like the atmosphere was always creepy. Those dolls running around, you sound like some running. I love how they filmed that though. It was pretty amazing. Like you saw the camera, just the puppets running around, coming at you, and then you hear like, "Fuck," you hear a slash. Those animatronics were amazing. For paranormal activity, yeah, paranormal activity was good. But the problem with paranormal activity was when you got to the third one, it got sloppy. Like seriously, I don't understand why they had to slop things around. Ah, it's so annoying. Like now it's a cult. Huh? That's ah. Why did you have to add the cult thing in paranormal activity though? It was good the way it was. But no, they added the cult and then they decided to spew out like 10 more, and I was like, no, no. No, I wouldn't be surprised if parents tried to get the show banned from the show. Have HBO loves straightening that line. Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's about that though. I mean, if you saw it, if you read it, and everything about it, it surrounds around kids. It's like Stranger Things. I mean, it's a bunch of kids, trying to solve this big ass problem with something that because here's what's funny though. Stranger Things is based on a true story, right? There was a lab, and I remember I think it was a YouTuber that went to that lab. He went into the lab, took pictures, and the guy who wrote the book on Stranger Things, right? Which is based on. He said that there was a monster that came out. Yada yada. Shit. You know. Eh, you know. Uh, but that's the thing, though. I mean, it's all about that. It's like, look, it's like Hellraiser, right? If you make a Hellraiser game and you cannot make it like Hellraiser, it's not a Hellraiser game. If you make an It movie and it's not like it's not an It movie. You got to stay true to what it is. That's how it is, you know? That's how it is. And I don't think they will ban it though, because it's basically based on the book. And if people complain about it, they'll say, "Hey, it's on the book, man. I mean, we cannot change that. That's still on the book, and we got to do it that way." I mean, if you start changing things, it's crazy, because remember it takes you through their childhood, and then when they became adults, they take down it. That's what happens though. But you got to see what happened during the childhood for them to come back and take down it. I like horror, but that kind of stays. Yeah, that's what you need. Like for example, Child's Play stays with you all the time. I remember I was afraid of the damn dog until I actually rented the movie and said I'm gonna man up and watch it. And when I saw the guy saying "I did do da ba, give me the power I beg of you," and when I saw that happen, I said, "Oh, it's just a guy that gets in the dog. That's it." Well, I mean that right there goes to hell with me right there. Then after that, I wasn't scared of Chucky. All I did was laugh. My favorite scene in Chucky was I love this scene. That for me was iconic. That moment for that scene when he's in the elevator trying to get to Andy, and there's like two old people in the elevator, and they say, "What an ugly doll." And when the elevator goes up, he says, "Fuck you." Oh my god. That scene was I just every time I see that scene I just laugh. Oh man. Oh. So funny. Yes, I did watch the Chucky show, and there was some stuff I was like, okay, but the show was good. The show was good. I like seriously, because you can do whatever you want with Chucky. And I love the idea how they got Chucky to the White House. I was just laughing. I mean, probably some people out there were like, "Yeah, that storyline sucked." I'm like, no, Chucky can do whatever he wants, and he basically did whatever he wants. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And I liked it, and I liked that they took off from the new movies, because I'll be honest with you, the new movies were not as bad though. Last week, Hellraiser gameplay looked. Oh yeah, that's what I mean though. Like if Hellraiser made a game and it was not Hellraiser, it's not Hellraiser. No matter what, it's not Hellraiser. Chat real quick. Let me go take a tinkle. Be right back. Because it's time to kick in. Oh Louis, yay! Yep, I gotta get a haircut too. I gotta do something. Oh, let's stop here now. You, Lord, lost a couple pounds there. Sorry about that, Chad. I had to go tinkle. As you get older, you tinkle more. You did not like the new Chucky, honestly? Well, they made some changes, though. I got a question for you. Were you old enough to watch the Matrix trilogy? Also, the Matrix was a very innovative movie series. Who knew that movie really reality versus virtual reality? Yeah, I did watch all the Matrix movies. I did watch them. I watched them back in the day as I was growing up. And these days, I told myself I gotta go through the whole trilogy again. Just to get some things because Matrix is actually pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. My favorite, and I've seen this fight scene over and over again. And I gotta say though, one of my favorite fight scenes is the highway though. That highway scene is freaking amazing. Still to this day lives up to its name, man. Still, it was a good movie. Uh, I was talking to Lead in there. I know the version of The Exorcist is gonna be for the books. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I heard there's an Exorcist movie coming out, a new one. Yeah. Isn't there like a new? Let me see. I read something about it. I think there's one that's gonna come out soon. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson is gonna be in the new Exorcist movie. But okay, let me tell you something about The Exorcist, right? I lost it. No. How can I, dude? There's only one person in the world that does quick poop, and that is Sour Blow. He has the quick poop resume. I do not have quick poop resume in my library. If I'm gonna poop, I'm gonna poop. I'll take my time. That's what I do. See, people might say it's nasty, but we all man, we take our cell phones, we catch up with the times, we read the news. Because back in the day, we used to take the newspaper magazine, but now we got cell phones, so we take the cell phone in. All I know is after you're done, please, sir, use a little bit of rubbing alcohol and clean your cell phone before you exit it out, because those germs really do pile up on that. But that's what we do. Yep. But no, I don't. I did not have quick poop resume. That's sour blow. You don't like the new Chucky though. Man. Uh. Hey, that's a new one. Quick poop resume. We should use that in a tagline. Quick poop resume. Yep, that's how it blow. But yeah, Matrix Man was really innovative. It was a good one. And the Chucky new TV show. The thing was about the Chucky new TV show is that because remember one thing what happened with Chucky though. Chucky, same thing happened with Freddy. It became like a joke. Because, for example, we cannot sit when we look back at Freddy One, Freddy Two, Freddy Three, right? The three Freddy Krueger movies were pretty good. The fourth, fifth, and sixth. The fourth kind of went a little bit of joking side. The fifth one was, eh. The sixth was, eh. The Freddy is Dead one. He's like, I'm gonna use the power glove. I'm like, okay, Freddy's playing Nintendo. It's like, be like me, be like me. I'm like, oh Lord, come on, Freddy, not like this, not like this. And so when Wes Craven grabbed with New Nightmare, he tried to bring the horror back, but it wasn't as scary though as Freddy was in part one, part two, and part three. Then all of a sudden we have the new Freddy. The problem with the new Freddy was like story wise was good, right? I liked the story wise of that movie, like the detail that went into that movie story wise was fantastic. Now what I did not like was Freddy himself. It was too much CGI. They should have, they should have made him, the way Freddy was. If they would have made it the way Freddy was, it would have been freaky. No, Laura Foster died when the third Matrix was being made, and the worst part, 91 happened. Oh no. Oh yeah. Remember that? Yeah. But But yeah, that Freddy New Nightmare would have been better. Friday the 13th had a good series back in the 80s. Had nothing to do with the movies though. Really, it did. I never saw that because I know that I remember that there was a Nightmare on Elm Street TV series that was not that good though. I remember there was a Nightmare on Elm Street TV series. I think there was, but I did not know there was a the new Freddy looks like no. Man, man, you're actually giving him a compliment though. You're actually giving him a compliment though. No. I'll be honest with you, Rain. The guy who did Freddy Krueger did not do a bad job doing Freddy though. He did a pretty good job. The problem was that they CGI made him, and that's what literally killed the Freddy thing. Because when you look at Robert England, though, is the way he played Freddy, wearing all that makeup and everything, that was just fantastic. Because that was a freaky thing about that, though. But the new one, though, was. Mm, well, you're giving a compliment though, because I mean that Freddy. See, I'll be honest with you. If you look at Freddy Krueger, Robert English Freddy Krueger is ugly and scary. This one he's ugly, but he's okay. I mean, he actually looks more prettier. That's a compliment though. Oh Lord, because the new Freddy was not as scary though. But the way he talked and the way he moved though, he did a pretty good job. For me, he did. For me, he did. But again, it was all CGI, and I was like, no, no, no. But it's not as bad though because it really went into detail. Like you actually did see why the parents actually fried them and cooked them though. Yeah, it was basically a show that with an antique store and the search for cursed objects still comes out of the channel comment. I think there was a marathon every Sunday. Wow, really? I know that. Wow. Oh, it was a TV show. Oh, okay, I see now. Oh, is it looking for? Okay, okay. Oh no, no, the voice is different though. But remember, here's one thing though. I gotta. There's a secret though, raging. That even Robert England said it. He said that they used some stuff to make his voice more. Remember that scene when he says, "Welcome to prime time, bitch." That scene, he says that they actually used some stuff to edit his voice. He said it in an interview, and I was like, "Oh wow, that really took like the thing away." Yeah, they used a lot of stuff, to make his voice more into deeper though. So if they did that to Robert England, they could have done the same thing with this guy. But this guy though, when it comes down to Freddy, he really did get like the spooky side of Freddy, like the creepy side, but with that skin look and CGI stuff, what didn't really favor him into that. It looked really bad. Yeah, that was the whole crappy CGI thing. But the story, like I like the detail to it. It's like the whole Halloween theme, right? When you watch the Rob Zombies Halloween, right? What I like about the Rob Zombies Halloween, they went into good detail with the story as a kid, though. The kid was really annoying, though. That kid's annoying as hell. I'm not kidding. I think that's Rob Zombie's son. I think he's annoying as hell, though, in that movie. But even though it's annoying as hell, at least I like how the story went into more into like this child, him growing up, how he, went more into the crazy side of things. It was pretty interesting, though. But and then he goes out and man, he becomes this raging killer, which is pretty cool. But at the end, though, the kid was yeah. And the second one, hell no, I hated the second one. Hey, Key Styles, happy Easter, man. How you doing? I mean, not happy Easter. Why do I have Easter in my head? Happy Thanksgiving, yeah, because we do celebrate Easter here. That's why. Happy Thanksgiving, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to you, bro. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day. Yes, we're gonna eat a lot of turkey. Yep. Yep, a lot of turkey with gravy. I want some gravy now, guys. Oh Lord. Wait, I have a message now. Hold on a second. Oh, okay. I gotta mark the bike as sold. Yeah, I forgot about that. Ah, that's the thing about the Freddy movie, though. Yeah, and that's the thing, though. We gotta move on forward. Like for example, it. I don't know if you guys remember the old It TV show, though. Like the guy who plays it now really did a good job. And that smile that he does is pretty amazing though. He does a really good job though. And I gotta give him credit for that one though, because at least he made the it character look creepy in a way. But it wasn't like for me it wasn't creepy because like those jump scares were not creepy, right? But at least he really did a good job in the pushing like the it character to be a bit creepy though. What they did was take the rumor that took place during the filming. A woman accused local daycare of touching kid, and everyone. Uh, I don't know what happened because here's the thing though. They didn't. The thing about the detail though, because we saw that it was weird. That Freddy Krueger thing was weird though. Like the story, like we saw like the kids getting home being scratched and everything. I don't know if stuff like that. I don't know what happened though, but that it was weird. Like the whole story behind it was just too weird. Like I really need to rewatch it again to pay attention to more detail. But yeah, Mary Alice played the Oracle in Third Matrix, and the Oracle gave her original shell to the. Oh yeah, the Oracle. Yep. Did you see Weapons? Yes, I did, sir. Weapons was pretty funny though. Weapons was pretty funny though. I was like, how I'm liking Total Chaos. So guess what happened last night? I went in there and installed Total Chaos. I installed it pretty quick install and I started the game. And me as always, I'm Curious Lou, right? I'm Curious Lou. I finished the game in 2 minutes. No joke. I finished the game in 2 minutes. Because if you go to the boat and you click on the boat, because I was like trying to find weapons, right? Because I saw the guy, he has a bag, and I was like, oh, he doesn't have any weapons though. So let me go see if I can find a weapon. I go to the boat and it says, leave with the boat. I'm like, leave to where though? So I went in there and I clicked on the door and I finished the game. I was like, huh? Literally, I finished the game in 2 minutes. But other than that, though, I went through it, and then I found out while I was playing the game, I got to restart it again because I made a boo boo. I broke the axe. The axe breaks. The pickaxe breaks. Spoilers, guys. But a quick spoiler, though, weapons do break in this game. So play it if it was like back in the day, Far Cry style. Like if you shoot, sometimes the gun jams and it breaks and all that stuff. Yeah, the pickaxe broke on me. And so the first bad guy that came around was kicking my ass. He was throwing shit at me. I was like, why are you throwing poop at me? I was running all over the place. He's like throwing big ass poops. I'm like, what this guy throwing? Just throw stuff at you, man. That guy was mean as hell. Big ass butch dude, coming after you. So I gotta give it a second run though, real quick. I got restarted to give it a go. But the atmosphere to it is cool. I like the atmosphere, and it feels nice. Yeah, yeah, you did the same thing. But yeah, with weapons though, I did see it though. It was like there was only one scene that popped open, but I already knew it was about a witch though. Like the very beginning, I was like, "This sounds like a witch thing," and I was like, "This is a witch. This is a witch." And yeah. Oh, sorry guys, I gave you all spoilers. Shit. Well, either way though, you would have figured it out though. So yeah, it's a good movie though. It was a good movie. I love the movie. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. My favorite Let's see, this year, what was my favorite scary movie out of this year that I saw? I don't know. What was a scary movie I saw this year that I was scared of it? That's the thing though, because people are like, "Whoa, this is creepy." I was like, "Nah, it's just a witch." I figured out in the very beginning it was just all witch stuff. But interesting to see though. They're making a prequel about it. Can't wait to see it though. What was the movie this year I saw that scared the heck out of me? Because the new Conjuring movie was not that scary though. I don't know. Hmm, I don't know. Oh, a movie I saw that I really liked was it Long Legs? I think it was called Long Legs. The creepiness in Long Legs was really good. My favorite scary movie was Sinners. I have not watched Sinners though. I gotta check it out though. I gotta check it out. Sinners. Yep. Let me see. I think the wife wrote to me about something. Let me check it out, guys. Let me see what she says. All right. I'm not scared of horror films. Yeah, I mean that's the thing though. Like lately, there hasn't been like a horror film that scares you. Like for example, one of the best scary movies I've seen was The Exorcist. I think it was called The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Right? People are like, "Well, that movie's not scary though." But there's a thing though that gets into your head, and that's the 3 a.m. thing. 3:15 in the morning. Like I remember for a while, I was waking up at 3:15. Like that got into my head though. When that happens, you know that the movie's well made. Like that scary movie's well made because you had 3:15. I don't know if you guys saw that movie, but like people usually woke up at 3:15 a.m., 3:15 a.m., 3:15 a.m. And that thing was stuck in my head. And I remember for like 2 weeks I was waking up at 3:15. And I was scared shitless. I was like, why am I waking up at this time though? Why am I waking up at this time at night? Yeah. That was something that really got out to me. Have you seen the Purple Witch from the movie House back in the 80s? No, I don't think I saw that one. Let's see, Purple Witch. Oh, it's 80s. Okay. Purple Witch. No, I've not seen that one though. I remember there was a movie called Witches though. That had it was I like she turned kids into mice or something like that. Yeah. The original Exorcist scared the piss out of you. The original Exorcist, though, like the first one was not scary, but the director's cut though when it came out and it showed Pazuzu, that got freaky, bro. That was way. I'm telling you, though, that's what you call creepy, man. That's what you call creepy, freaky, whatever you guys want, man. Like the lady was just standing there, all of a sudden you see like the Pazuzu face just flare up. Oh my god, that was, and it was simple makeup. It was just a guy with teeth and like white painting, and the eyes were just faded with black makeup on and something like that. And it was just seeing that scene where she's just standing there, all of a sudden like the lights flicker for a moment and you see the guy like Pazuzu right behind her, like, oh shit. No, that's what you call creepy and freaky. That's creepy and freaky right there. I said, and then the spider walk though. Oh, I still send shivers down my spine, man. Yep. Still does. And I remember that I also slept in that movie too. I put it on. I also fell asleep one time. Like when I watched it the fifth time, I was sleeping through that movie. But yeah, that's actually a good scary movie right there. It's actually on the dot with that one. Yeah, pretty good stuff from back in the day. And The Omen was amazing. And there's a good movie too that you guys should see, but it's in Spanish. It's called The Day of the Beast. Oh, I love that movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. The Day of the Beast. The entity. Microsoft make a big step up with the deal with Samsung LG TVs and Fire Stick. Yes, sir. For cloud gaming. Yes, sir. That was pretty. They really did a good job with that, man. I hope they keep on expanding, man. I hope all TVs could get that thing on there. Yeah, Mr. Kima, good morning to you, sir. Yeah, that was sad, though. They were going, that was sad. She did a pretty good article, too. Oh, Lord. Watch The Entity. Let me see what The Entity is about. The Entity. I ain't seen any two film. Nice. I think I did see that movie though. Let me see. So it was. Oh wow! I don't even want to read that. Damn! I want to watch it now. Poltergeist, another good movie. Poltergeist did not freak me out though. It didn't though. To be honest, Poltergeist is not freaky for me though. Yeah, Poltergeist, good movie too from back in the day. Yep. Yes, sir. It was. Oh, chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go, chat. I gotta start heading out, chat, because you know why? I gotta get a haircut, chat. I gotta get a haircut. I gotta get ready for Thanksgiving today. And I got some errands I gotta run to do. So I'm gonna talk to my guy who cuts my hair and ask him if he's not too busy so I can get that haircut and the shave too. So tomorrow morning, guys, I'll be looking handsome Lou tomorrow morning with my short hair and everything. Yes, sir. So chat, we'll be back tomorrow morning. Let's see what other news pops up to talk about tomorrow. But tomorrow we're gonna talk about the Windows experience a little bit. Have you seen Veronica? Let me see Veronica. Veronica movie. No, I have not seen Veronica though. I've not seen. Oh yeah, that Spanish movie. Yeah, the Netflix. It was all right. It wasn't scary. Let me in. Yep. Had to look sharp for the turkey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gotta look sharp. I gotta take all this beard off. Take all that shit off. Yep. Take all that shit off. Get shaved. Get a haircut. That's what I gotta do. Yeah, but I did see Veronica though, and I just it was okay. It was okay. I wasn't a big fan of Veronica though. I wasn't a big fan. I don't know. No. But chat, like always, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. Let me in. Oh Lord, that was even Bray Wyatt's song. That was Bray Wyatt's thing. I love how Bray Wyatt, that wrestler, man, he passed away, but he really did a good job. I love Bray Wyatt how he used those movie themes and how he used what was this guy named Tom Savini to make him the mask, to make him the belt. Man, RP to Tom Savini too, man. That guy really did an amazing job with movies and stuff like that, man. He really knew how to bring in the horror. And I just love the idea that he was using like that thing, let me in. Wow, pretty cool stuff. And I love how he introduced the show like, oh, happy with all these weird puppets and everything, man. He really did a good job with that. It was pretty cool. R.I.P. to him, man. Seriously, it sucks that he passed away. Really good wrestler. But yeah, Chad, what y'all been playing? What y'all been playing? And happy Thanksgiving to you guys, man. Seriously, stay safe. Stay safe. Brady definitely would have made a good movie. Yeah, he did. He also used the spider walk though. Pretty cool stuff though. In the ring, that was pretty awesome. He did a good job though. Battlefield 6 Grounded, 2 Fortnite and Skates, Total Chaos Color Pit, Ball X Pit, yep. And Robocop. I gotta play that Robocop game. Man, that's the next game I want to play though. I'm confused to what to play. I'm playing Total Chaos though. But let's see if I can get into it. But if not, I'm moving to Robocop. I gotta play that Robocop. Yes, sir. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But chat, like always, thank you guys for hanging out with me today on Thanksgiving Day. We got up to 40 people in the chat. Pretty amazing stuff. Happy to see you guys on here, man. Happy you guys are safe, man. Like always, and like I said, I'm thankful for you guys because man, it's you guys are what keep this thing going. We always have fun. We always have a blast. Just sit here and chat. I mean, we were done with the show an hour ago, pretty much an hour and a half ago. We're just sitting here chatting. But guys, really, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today, man. It was fantastic. Good conversations, man. Like always, always a blast. And thank you guys for the memberships and also chat for the super chats, man. Always thankful for that, man. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. That seriously, I do, man. You guys are the best. So chats. Let me get the camera rolling. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, and I do mean a beautiful Thursday and also Thanksgiving. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET when we do come back with Sourbowl the Big Plume and Silent Cypher right here on this very same YouTube channel. On Fridays, invite me if they don't. XPI en Español with Elvis Elencita and Metal Berserker. Yes, sir. If they invite me, they don't, guys. Remember that. But remember, go over there and subscribe if you can. It's in the description down below. So let's see if we can get those numbers up for those guys. Yeah, they have been in 586 for a while. Trying to get to 1,000, man. It's taking them a while. And like always, from Mondays to Saturdays, and sometimes on Saturdays, I do come on and game. Good morning with Crazy Luke Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you got to hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on, talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Luke Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have